Carla V here again for another episode of Carla V Thinks Out Loud. It is Wednesday, and I have comedian Caleb Mulkey.
What's up?
This is our future self or past selves. We're in the future right now when you're watching this. I'm in Portland right now. I'm not actually now. No, if you guys want to comment with me, I'll be watching live right now in the future and commenting with you. But right now, we're back to now. What's up, Caleb?
What's up?
How are you doing?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Thanks for bringing me beer.
No problem.
I've been moving for like 2 days and had no beer.
It makes it easier to talk.
I feel like
if
I
I'm
needed
a little drunk.
How
Yeah.
is that where you were before this? You're just like slamming beers.
I-
You're
hone-
slamming like the
no,
beginning of this 30 pack or 50 pack, whatever that is.
That's 18. It's not that bad.
Looks bigger.
Yeah. You would think.
You were napping earlier when I called you, and I felt really bad that I woke up your nap or quit your nap, whatever. But I was honored that you answered my phone call.
I had just woken up.
Okay.
Like you,
'Cause I was
was laying in bed and you happened to.
Okay.
call
He
me
had
right
groggy
as I
voice. I
was
was like,
waking
"Are you live? What's happening?"
up. Yeah. I
Um,
nap all the time. I'm constantly
naps are
napping if
important.
I'm not doing anything else.
They're good for your brain.
Yeah.
Keeps you young. Apparently.
For sure. Hopefully.
Whitney Cummings says she naps like every day. I'm like, how do you get that much work done? I just sleep for a long period all at once. Unless like my body's being weird and then I'm like Da Vinci and I'm like, sleep for 3 hours, up for 6. Sleep for 3 hours. You know, he did that and he thought that that was the way you're supposed to do it. Da Vinci.
I've heard of that being a thing. That some people do that.
can't
Where
do
they
it.
like sleep in increments. It's kind of like intermittent fasting but for sleep.
Right.
But I don't know why. That makes no sense.
I just.
Kramer did that.
Was that when the red light was happening? The chicken store next door? I've been watching Seinfeld again.
He was trying to
Hi.
like do more things during the day, so he's taking these little cat naps, like 20 minutes and stuff. Right. And then he fell asleep on a chick and he got thrown into the river. Remember
Oh,
that one?
jeez. I don't remember that one. I remember the polar bears.
I've never watched Seinfeld. I don't know what
Really?
y'all talking about.
I watched it as a kid, and now I'm
Wow.
rewatching it from the beginning. It's just, even if you don't like that kind of comedy or even Seinfeld, like it's really written very smart from like a comedian's perspective.
Sure,
Like,
it's a good show.
it's
I
written
just
really
was
well.
Way too young.
yeah, you were
I
like,
never-
yeah, you're a bit younger than me.
Yeah.
I'm an
It's all
older.
yellow to him right now. You ever notice that? Like the older 80s and 70s shows, they're yellowish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
It's true. It does look different, like
looks
TV
so-
from back, or you see like news things from even when I was like 90s. I was like, why does this look like
Did you know that
100 years ago? What
Yeah,
the fuck?
sometimes I'll watch something and then I'll be like, dang, that must have been forever ago, and it was like 2008.
Well,
Yeah.
the aspect ratio back then was like 490.
So
Yeah.
when did it all change? Like when did it become? It's just
When the
obviously
flat
always
screens came out, I think,
evolving.
No, I'd gradually gone up 490,
okay.
then you go up to 520, then 720, then
What are we at now? What's the max
1080.
now?
Right now,
Teach me tech
The
things.
max is
all the
like,
way up
what,
to like
8K?
8K.
Yeah.
8K,
All right.
Yeah.
which is a lot.
Don't get me in that
Most
level.
phones film with 4K now.
It feels like I don't know. Yeah, it's a lot. It's good.
Yeah.
I need a I'm going to Portland. My friend has a really good phone, so I'm gonna make her
What are you
take a lot of
doing in
pictures.
Portland?
Saturday. This is
No, what are you doing?
Oh, what
in
I'm doing?
Portland?
Whatever I want. No, my friend's getting a surgery. I'm going to help her out because she has a kid. But then at night when the husband's around, I can use her car for Uber Eats because I can do that
Yeah.
anywhere in the country. And then I can go out and check out some comedy spots.
That's dope.
And I've
You're
got
in a good spot
yeah.
for comedy.
I'm interested to see like what the style is there now. Especially I heard it's just Portland's going to shit, dude. Like since all the riots and stuff last year and everything.
Crime is through the roof, so if you've got anything important, make sure you have it inside.
Yeah.
And so she's interested to see what it'll be like. I guess it's getting.
Just leave all your
some
valuables
areas.
with me. I'll take care of them.
You want my storage unit key?
Yeah.
Not much
You'll find them
interesting.
in the pawn shop.
Yeah.
Never see them again.
Yeah.
To go buy back my
Call
own
it an
shit.
investment.
Mm-hmm. I do need to downsize better. It'd be a good start to do something out. You know,
Yeah.
it's helped me get rid of my past life.
Dude, I was cleaning my room today and I realized I don't have shit. I
It
think
is
the most
interesting.
valuable thing I have in my house in my possession is that alcohol I got yesterday from.
No, you have your phone.
Yeah, but I didn't pay for that.
Oh,
So technically, it's more valuable.
you have a
I
cat.
didn't pay for the alcohol.
You have a cat. How dare you? Aren't you supposed to
found
think
that
your
cat.
cat's? But found that cat.
Cats are barely animals to me. They're
Oh my
like I
God.
love her to death, but
I've
not
never
like
even
a
seen
dog.
your cat. I like forget you have
no
a cat.
one, no one's seen my
And
cat.
I've only seen Tyler. Is it weird? Tyler, lovely, and Caleb live together, and they both have cats. And I've seen Tyler's maybe once
yeah.
ever in our whole friendship. And they're very elusive. I don't know what goes on in that house. It's a weird ass house you guys live in.
Yeah,
Tyler looks like a cat dude.
yeah. For
He
sure.
looks like a guy who gets a
And
cat to impress a girl.
And so does Troy. Troy looks like a cat dude.
Yeah, Troy.
Troy looks like a lizard guy.
Yeah,
Troy
lizard
actually
guy, too.
hates
He looks like he'd have a weirdly big iguana that he just like put on his
He had
shoulder and
chickens.
like, act like it's not.
Troy had
He
chickens.
did have chickens when we first met him. That's
Yeah.
true.
That's
'Cause
funny.
I almost accidentally kicked them all
Chicken
the time.
coop and everything, like eggs, getting eggs.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't.
Wow.
There was one I lived with them like a while back, and all we ate were the eggs from his chickens.
Were they good?
Yeah,
Well, that's all the food we had.
Yeah, just about.
Those
I
chickens.
did eat a lot of eggs.
Those chickens were the breadwinners,
Yeah,
the bread makers. I don't know, guys. You've lived with him twice now. Jeez.
yeah. I lived with them for like a winter, like 2 years ago, and then like right when I first started comedy, and then
There's
just now I'm living with them, and hopefully I'll be out soon.
You have plans?
Yeah, I
You
think
can
at the
take
end
my
of
broken
December.
apartment. Just kidding.
What are you doing with your apartment?
My apartment is becoming the equivalent of the cars you've been driving. Because it has electrical issues, and there's like mold, and then there's always these little weird, like,
But what are you doing with it while you're in Portland?
I'm moving out of it.
Oh, so you're just
Yeah,
getting
that's
rid of
what.
it.
Yeah, I was moving in the last 2 days into a storage
smart.
unit, and then everything's gonna be there since why pay for rent if I'm not gonna be there.
Yeah.
Things are going wrong, whatever, and kind of wanted a roommate just for health reasons. So William like offered the spot, and yeah, I guess
Cool.
he's down. That means he's down with finding me dead. Thank
Oh,
you,
so
William,
you're gonna stay at
for
Will's
taking
house?
that. Yeah, I'm gonna once his sister
Where?
moves out. His sister got shot
Yeah, that's
at a
crazy.
party.
You know, you heard about all those. There was a bunch of parties that happened, and a bunch of them all got shot up.
Who was shooting them up? Do they know? I don't know any
I
details.
think
on
they
that.
were all separate incidents. I don't
Where'd
think
she
it
get
was like
shot at?
The hip.
in the hip. They
Oh.
shattered her hip.
She's
terrible.
had surgery or
Yeah.
something. She's staying with him till like January. I mean, technically she lives like 2 doors away, but needs space there. But she's on a walker and stuff, walking around now. I don't know. So I'm telling Will, I'm like, just keep her as long as
Oh,
you
so
need.
you'll
like,
live there
I'm
after you
cheap.
get back.
Yeah. When
Oh, okay,
yeah.
that makes sense.
But so we'll do that.
That makes sense.
so
Yeah, I'm
that's what
moving
we're
in with
planning.
my brother's friend.
Your brother's
My
friend.
little brother's friend.
Do you think this is going to be a good match?
Yeah, we're both kind of like tame dudes. Like we're not like crazy or nothing. Like
Real
living
quiet
with.
house.
Yeah, there won't be like the fear that I have every day now.
What is this? Can you speak on this?
Well,
fear?
you know, Tyler and Troy are pretty intense people, and I'm not. They're very intense human beings. So I have to really walk
funny.
around, you know, and kind of like be on guard always. You know, they might pop off, and I don't want to be involved.
You might
So-
as well just be like homeless at this point. Like it's like
Yeah.
walking down the hall, it's like walking down an alley or
Yeah, I'm,
something. You're
like,
like, what the
scared all
fuck's
the
gonna
time.
happen?
I hear the doors open and close, and I like kind of shiver a little bit.
Shut up.
No, it's not that bad. It's
What are-
not that bad.
Blink
but
twice if you
it's-
need help.
there's a
going
lot
on
of.
there?
They just.
He's all showing the sign for abducted.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. It's this, and then closure.
You didn't see with what's her name?
The chick
Britney
got-
Spears, right?
Did she do that?
She was
She
doing
did that, and then
yeah.
the chick got the other chick. There was one chick that actually got saved, like a real chick, not Britney.
Yeah, yeah.
Illuminati, or is this
No,
just
like say,
anything?
like say I got you Casper, and we're like going live. If you
Mhm.
did something like that, people
Yeah.
would know that
Oh,
I'm
that makes
trafficking you.
sense.
Yeah.
I'm trafficking Carla.
I just watched that real tangent. I just watched that Black Mirror episode. I'm watching Black Mirror now.
It's so
I'm
good.
late. The first
such a good
episode
show.
where like the guy has to
The
fight
one
like
that's been out for a while, Black Mirror.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
finally going back in. Like I've seen a couple episodes, but I'm going back from the beginning and watching the ones I
Isn't
didn't.
that the dude?
He had to fuck a pig. Like
Yeah.
this, like the Prime Minister of England had to fuck a pig because the princess gets abducted or something and
Yeah,
is gonna
yeah,
get
yeah.
like killed. Anyway, it made me think of that.
Yeah.
What's that dude?
It's
Yeah.
wild. I mean, they don't show him fucking, but it's intense. All of them are. They're
Yeah.
all like Troy. Watching Black Mirror is like living with Troy and
We
Tyler.
watched a couple.
whole
I
show.
can't remember how far we got. It's been like we jump around.
Yeah, you don't. It's a good show because you don't have to watch them like in order
In
or
a
nothing. You can
succession,
just
yeah.
kind of watch whatever episode. Have you
They
seen
get weird.
Love, Death, and Robots?
No.
That's kind of
wait.
like the same vibe, but it's all animated.
Oh, I used to
really
like
good.
animated. It's taken a while now to like watch animated shit.
But it's not like animated like Big Mouth. It's like
CGI.
some
animated?
of it's like video game animation style. Some of it's like hand drawn. Like each
Oh.
episode's a different. I think they have different artists that work on
Oh,
it and
that's
stuff.
actually
Yeah.
kind of cool to see.
Yeah,
the
it's
different-
It's a pretty good show.
Are they short?
Yeah. They're probably like an hour.
You know the attention
think,
span of
or like
anyone these
50.
days.
Have you guys
50
heard
minutes.
of the new Bill Burr shorts that are coming out?
I
They're
saw
really
that, but they're
dark?
on
What are they?
Roku Originals, which what the
Who the
fuck?
I don't
fuck has
have Roku.
Roku?
I don't. Like, and I have
Nobody.
everything.
Yeah, if Larry doesn't
yeah.
have it, then it's obsolete. It's for grandparents. Don't get it.
Yeah, I don't know why he would go to Roku. That's so weird.
Well, because that's
but-
originally where it was sold to before the pandemic.
Oh, okay.
and
So
then-
they had to do it.
Yeah, they
no
had
matter
to
what.
do it. So.
But I did see those. They have a clip up now with Bobby Lee and.
Well, he was on a podcast with Bob Saget. I watched that one today.
Yeah.
Bill Burr and Bob Saget. That one's funny
Maybe
because
so.
they're like, they've known each other for so long. It's just constant little jabs at each other. Just
Yeah,
little teeny.
I love that.
I love that.
It's gonna
I
be
love
us
that
in
stuff.
15
Bill Burr
years.
Bill Burr's like one of my all-time favorite. I think he's like one of my number ones, for sure.
I love him too, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't say he's my top 5 or anything. Very talented, but I think
Yeah.
he's geared. Yeah, you like all the types of comedy,
Him
but I
and
can tell
Anthony
you like his
Jeselnik, I
kind of
think, are my
comedy. Yeah,
two
you're a big
all-time
Anthony
favorites.
Jeselnik.
Tom's. I love his comedy probably right now the most besides Dave Chappelle.
Tom Segura?
No, Bill Burr.
Bill Burr.
Oh, Bill Burr.
I used to like Tom Segura back in his first.
Yeah, his
You didn't
last
like his
one
last
was
one?
alright.
Shit.
It wasn't
And
great.
then I used to love fucking David Cross and Patton Oswalt.
Yeah.
I
But
used to
both
love
those
Patton
guys
Oswalt
have
a lot.
gone so fucking far into the realms of bullshit. that
Yeah,
I can't
I've
even
never
fucking
been a
watch
Patton
them.
Oswalt fan, but
His
everyone
first three
says he was
specials?
great, and
His first
I
three
used to
specials are
love.
good.
I
I'll have
love
to
that
watch it.
era. Him and like, what is his name? Brian Posehn and like all those. I don't know. Everybody.
The metal
He's not
guy,
doing it.
that
Yeah.
Brian Posehn, yeah.
Dude, I
He's
gotta take my
okay.
hoodie off.
He was that era that I was
But
watching. Like
he
yeah,
does
good.
mostly like it's like fart joke humor. And I'm not really
Yeah.
into fart joke humor.
And Patton Oswalt used to be a little bit like that, but with storytellers. Like he was goofy. He was a little bit like.
He was more nerdy. Than
Yeah,
more
that's right.
nerd
Maybe that's
stuff.
why I put them. Yeah.
Like, I love the Uncle Touchy's basement. That fucking bit. That one's fucking
Wait.
funny.
So wait. So Bill Burr's gonna have an animated short show, or
No. It's not animated. It's just
Oh.
really dark. It's kind of Louis C.K. style.
oh, okay.
You know how his acting is really
It's like
dark.
a
Yeah.
sketch show.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So it was,
Well-
he just put out like one of the sketches with Bobby Lee and Jesus Christ. I can't remember his name. He just put one out on YouTube. It's pretty good. On the
Yeah,
All
when they're
Things
people-
Comedy
Oh, okay.
Network.
What did you guys think? Did you guys watch the Ovan special?
I hated
haven't.
it.
I hated it too.
I
hate it.
haven't.
Well,
Because
and
I was
I-
very disappointed.
I think the problem is I probably would have liked it if I didn't know who Theo Von was. But all the stories he tells on it are stories you've heard.
no,
in his like
it's not-
podcasts and stuff.
That's what it feels like.
I don't mind that. It's the constant acknowledgement of the crowd and how you guys all doing.
Oh, true. I didn't get
He
it
did
that
that
far, but
so
I got about
much.
halfway in, and I was like, I've heard all these stories, so it's
Yeah.
not.
That's why I haven't watched it because the last one took me 2 times to watch. Even
I
the last
loved
one.
I loved his first one. I actually really liked his
That
first
one's
one.
alright.
But
I'll always think
I
of him
really
as
like,
a Road Rose
the
guy.
one I love is the one when he's on mushrooms, and it's a YouTube.
oh yeah, that
Oh,
YouTube
dude.
clip. It's like 15
I don't
minutes or
want
Yeah,
something.
it's so good.
Yeah, it's silly. Yeah,
So,
he's funny
alright.
too. He like on his podcast and stuff. He's really funny.
Yeah, I
but-
like his podcast. Alright, I guess.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it in a while.
It was just on
Yeah, I was-
Rogan. I watched it
I was just
today.
thinking
That
of
was
him
a
as
good
like
one.
the Road Rules guy.
I've never watched
he's
Road
just
Do you
Rules.
look
past
at
that.
Christina Pazynski like that?
I
too?
used to. She's grown out of it for me, but she was one of my favorites on Road Rules when I watched it. So I was like stoked to see her like doing
No,
comedy now.
Yeah, I'm too old to be a part of that.
Yeah, that was.
I'm way
and
too-
you were
I'm
too
too
young.
young.
That was like the
Yeah.
era of reality TV when it first started. It was
Right.
like
That
I was
Girls Gone Wild
prime
days.
ages. Oh yeah, I was prime ages of those days. Everything's
So you
kind of
like-
still on VHS.
You like Pauly Shore a lot?
No,
that was my era.
Okay.
That was my era, Pauly Shore.
Oh,
with
okay.
the Wheeze and all that shit.
But I did watch those movies a lot because I had cousins who loved them. So I've seen every Pauly Shore movie multiple times.
I have too.
I think I've only seen of his older ones. I think I've only seen what's that one where he's like in the army?
In the army now?
In the army
yeah,
now?
in the army now.
I think I saw that one like when I was really young, and then I saw Guest House, which is not a bad movie, but it's not great.
No.
It's not great.
Now he's doing these shorts.
Son-in-Law
Have you
was my
seen
favorite.
these?
No,
He's doing these. He did a short with that one dude from the
Big Ed.
Big Ed. Did you
yeah,
see that shit? That was
great.
fucking hilarious.
He like
dude.
walks around with Big Ed, and he's just like pissing him off the whole time.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
He's like,
He's like, come on,
so
man,
great.
just hug me.
Yeah,
I like that he's like leaned into the character that it was like it went from being like kind of annoying to like this isn't like too funny to now it's just like that's Pauly Shore. Like he just created this whole persona for himself.
He accepted being Pauly Shore.
He like leaned into the curve, you
His
know.
babysitter was Sam Kinison.
Yeah.
Nuh-uh.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because at the comics, and the doctor were talking about
that house in the
That's
back.
just crazy. That's how we're.
Yeah, what a life.
And Sam Kinison was one of my favorites.
Yeah, I've seen. I don't like the yelling stuff.
But now I look back
like
at
it's
it.
funny, but it's a lot of yelling.
But
It is for an hour.
You know what I
of
think
that,
it is
it'd be hard.
though? I think it was the shock value at the time.
Yeah,
He was the
that
first
makes
doing
sense.
that.
Because now I watch it again.
Yeah.
and it's not so funny.
Yeah, like if someone tried to do Sam Kinison, it's not. Even though there are people that try to do that. I see.
Yes.
And and it's like I get it, and sometimes it'll hit, but a lot of the time it doesn't, and it's just like a little annoying. But
sometimes you can't understand what they're saying, but I mumble a lot, so it's fine. Enunciate
I
your
used to
words.
when I started, I mumbled like
That's
crazy.
funny. Fucking Patty's mentioned that. She's like, she needs to enunciate her words better.
I have, and part of it's like
we have like
issues.
the opposite problem.
Part of it's like
I like throwing her under the bus.
no, part of it's like nerve issues, and when I had meningitis, I was like deaf, dumb, and blind for a while, and so I had to relearn. Yeah, I feel bad. No, but I had this this teacher in middle school that would take me out, my history teacher and communications teacher, and now I'm thinking of my mumbling, and he would take me on class like here and there or like breaks, and I'd sit in for 15 minutes and like read to him as if I'm a newscaster, blah 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 blah, but then I'll fall out of it and just get lazy with it. So it's like I have to really think about that. But my sisters used to make fun of me when I was little because they would call me Mumbles, and all right, Mumbles, like fuck you, I can't understand what I'm saying, fuck you.
I think me and
Were you? Interesting. Sorry. You still do? I haven't noticed that. Huh. Is it when you like get nervous or like does it? Oh, interesting. So if you were to do. Oh shit. It's hard. And then I have a friend with like a semi-speech impediment, but I have bad hearing too, so that I'm always asking. He's like, I know, I just have a space. Like, it's not you, it's my, I don't know, I'm not meaning to offend you. But we have the same problem or different problems.
I was going to say, I think we have like the opposite problems, is you talk over yourself. And I don't. I talk too slow sometimes. Or not even slow, but I'm like quiet and like, and I mumble like I'm slow down sometimes, or like, you know what I mean?
Mine's like a quick.
Yours like you talk
mine's
a bunch.
A fumble.
Because I've noticed I've lost people because I waited too long to say something.
And then there's people because I talk too fast. It's because my brain moves so fast and I can't get the words out.
Yeah.
Even yesterday with like the stress of.
That's why I write so much. Like. Because I'm the same. If I just go up there and start talking, it's not fun for anybody. But if I already have all my shit written out, when I get on stage, I know exactly what I have to say. I just keep going.
That's why right before I just write my outline and think about it like until I go. Because otherwise, I mean, I can riff here and there if I already know what I'm doing, or if I know that's what's the deal and what's going to happen is needing that brain. But if I just go off on like outside the joke, sometimes I'm just like.
I also what I notice, what I do to help that is I take a shot before I go up. For some reason, dude, I try to take that's why I always have importers, because before I get on stage, I'll take a shot and it'll like
liquor,
slow me
not
down.
Heroin.
Yeah, liquor, not heroin. Yeah.
You take a shot.
And it helps me it slows me down, and it gets me like a little less nervous and more into the groove of things.
I do like having like a half a beer. Definitely have smoked before. Not too much where I'm just like.
If it's beer, I gotta have 2 beers before I get on stage. So that's why I take a shot.
If I don't smoke enough too, I start just.
I can't smoke and go on stage. That blows my mind.
Really?
that people can do that. Like Tyler will smoke like 4 blunts, get on stage and kill, and I smoke 1 blunt and I look like a dumb dog up there. Like,
yeah, so
it's
that's when
stupid.
you can see it affects people different. Just like
Yeah.
certain meds work for some
I forget
people. And
everything I was supposed to say. I start saying stuff I don't mean to be saying. It's a problem.
It's a
It's a real
problem.
problem.
You've been doing it like 4 years now?
I think I started on my 21st birthday and I'm 23 now, so 3
That's
years.
3 years, okay.
It was
I'm
3
about to
years.
not do
Wait,
math.
yeah, 3 years.
But you've been here how long? 2?
I've been here 4 years. I started a year after I moved here.
And you started in Austin, though. I'm just telling you his story because I know him so well.
I did not start in Austin.
You started
I
San
didn't start in
Antonio.
San Antonio either. I actually moved up here, moved back to San Antonio for 3 months, did a little time out there, and then moved back and really got into it up here. But I was in San Antonio for like 3 months where I did comedy out there. And it's like one thing they don't tell you about the whole, like, yeah, there is a million mics you can do, but you're waiting. Like one of the mics I went to, there was 35 comics.
They let them all go up, though?
And you'll be there till like 2 or 3 sometimes.
There's sometimes
And
like
no
22.
one's in the audience by the time you go up.
There's sometimes 22 at Inside Out, and it's just like, the audience.
That's
like,
why I
dwindles.
stopped going Inside Out, because Lizard Tail's a smaller venue. People are there, and there's 5 comics.
Well,
and you can do 10 minutes at Lizard Tail and get away with it.
It was my first time there, and I was messing with the order of some jokes that I'm doing tomorrow, and I didn't like how... I didn't like the order, but it was a good place to do it. They haven't heard those jokes.
Yeah.
And it was like people who, aren't the normal crowd I would see. You want to be able to be in front of different crowds. And
that room definitely leans a little right.
A little right. Also, you can see like British dudes playing guitar at you. Was he British?
Yeah, he was.
Okay. Or Irish? I don't know.
Maybe.
But speaking of Lizard Tail, you're starting a mic there.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. It's not confirmed, so I don't want to, like...
You may be starting a mic there.
Yeah, on Sundays, hopefully.
Sundays.
If it works out.
Sundays would be a good day.
There, yeah. And I don't know, like, how it's going to run or anything. I think I'm going to make it, like, only 15 comics can sign up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to make it pretty limited on the comics that are allowed to come. And not allowed to come. Anybody can come, but it's first come, first serve.
Do you think it would
Because I'm not trying to have 25 people.
Yeah. Do you think comedians would, be seating room for other people? I'm going to say they would think it'd keep comedians from just, like, sitting and watching. They'd be like, I'm not
that's
on the list,
that's
so
going to be
out.
one of my, because that's one thing I hate about Inside Out is that, like, the whole front table is all comedians. And it's like, y'all don't matter to me. I'm sorry, but I'm not trying to talk to you guys.
Yeah.
I talk to you guys every day.
You're like, that's what, like, the garage is for.
You got to give that to people that aren't there. And it's comedians that I'm not, like all the comedians we hang out with all go to the back, but all the comedians that just sit up in the front and, like, I'm like, what are you doing? That's not your spot. That's the other people's
That's true.
spot.
I didn't even think about it. our crew just kind of, like, gravitates
all go to the back.
We're just like, we're going to do our thing
because that's
back here.
polite.
And we'll stand, like, most of the time during it, so other people
I guess
can
now
say.
that no one's going, I don't know if anybody other than comics are going to that.
It's
I haven't
hard.
been in a while.
It was canceled again this week, so...
Yeah.
Holly and Kurt, love you guys. You know what to do. Just keep the mic going. I'm not going to be here for a month. It doesn't matter.
Literally, I told Holly, I texted her the first time she canceled, and I said, if you're going to cancel, hit me up and I'll run it. And she was like, no, I think we'll just decide to cancel. And I was like, well, then what are you doing? Oh, you're fucking over, like, all 20 comics that are trying to do comedy.
I don't get why, like, Kurt can't run it if she can't be there.
That, too.
It's like, do they have to hold hands up there?
Are these guys comedians?
It's Kurt Fletcher.
Yeah, Kurt Fletcher.
We had Kurt Fletcher in here.
Right, but the lady...
Holly Ann, she's been in it for a while, but she had like a baby.
But she's been running. But she's been running mics for a while.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so, but they just keep canceling like every other week, or like sometimes 2 weeks.
She was part of like the Bathtub Boys or whatever they were called.
Pajama Party Boys. It was like Royal and her.
Oh, that's the Royal
yeah.
Wood thing.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yes. So now that's not.
And
happening.
I guess they have like beef or something now. I don't know.
It's a whole Royal gave me some rundown.
Royal like
Fun
told
times.
me kind of about it.
Yeah, I guess
hit
kind
him up,
of.
and he was just like,
Is that Kurt Fletcher's girlfriend?
No.
No. Okay,
No.
just some chick that does open mics that he's doing with her.
Yeah,
I don't know how they hooked
No,
up.
they
That's
used
a weird
to do a mic before when he lived here in the
okay.
past. I guess before she was even doing mics.
But
with
he's
Royal.
only doing that Night of the Living Comics like once a month, right?
No, that was just for
That was
Halloween.
because
okay.
it's like Night of the Living Dead.
Yeah,
They do want to do a showcase, as far as I know. They want to do a showcase every month, but
Oh, they did mention that, but
So
they
this
don't
chick's
have
not
it.
a comedian, but she's
She
running.
is a
She's
comedian.
She
She
doesn't
is.
do
Well, why
many
wouldn't
shows. She
well,
kind
why
of just
wouldn't she
hosts
let
one.
anybody else run it? That's what I don't get.
no one knows.
We don't
Huh.
know the full
She
story.
won't tell anybody. And we're not like, I don't think I've been doing it long enough for her to like, and I don't know her that well, so she wouldn't tell me anyways. But
I mean, like, I know her through the women's show or whatever, but I think I like Holly as a person and stuff, but I think we're more like surface level friends at this point that I couldn't be like, yo,
for sure.
what's the beef with this? Yeah, like, what is happening?
Well,
I do the women's show with her. She's on there. You might have seen her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, I told everyone to come to Lizard Tail. So
Yeah, so
I
I'm
was
trying
like,
to say, go to Lizard
that,
Tail.
That will be happening.
Because there's two
Yeah.
locations there right now over Montgomery and somewhere.
Knob Hill, and then one's on Montgomery
The one we went to was in Montgomery, like
And the
Eubank, and
northeast
then they're
sides.
going to be having comedy soon,
at
hopefully,
the Knob Hill location.
in Knob Hill,
Yeah.
which is a great location.
And that's the one I'll be running.
That's like all the mics are going to be in that area now. It seems like
That's a nice spot. I feel like it's like in the middle of, instead of having to go all the way downtown, I can just go there.
people hate going downtown. I realize. Like, I fucking love it.
Yeah, because we all live out on the other side of town.
And where I'm at now, I'm gonna miss being like equidistance from like everything.
I used to do a lot of work downtown as far as like DJing and doing video stuff, and I hated it.
It's a pain in the ass.
It's a pain in the ass. It's finding a place to park.
Yeah,
unloading
that's
your
true.
gear,
Especially if like so you're
Parking.
doing
dealing
something
with the
that-
fucking bums.
Yeah.
Like, that's the worst.
even though, dude,
They don't entertain
Fucking, you know my best friend Sarah.
Yeah.
She got some chick. She was working down at Zulo's DJing or karaokeing or something, and this chick just runs up to her. Did she grab her keys or her wallet or something? But it was like keys or wallet, and started running. And Sarah had to run after her, and then they started a huge fist fight.
What?
And she's like, "What the fuck?" And she's
Oh
like, "I was
my
just putting my gear away."
Fuck.
This was a
That
while
sucks.
ago. This was like fucking a year ago.
Yeah, I
but still,
can
it's
see the
gotten
gear
even
burn.
worse. I heard.
Dude, one time I walked
lot
out
of
of
zombie.
Inside Out, and there's just this like homeless dude, the black homeless dude sitting like on that little ledge outside of Inside Out, and he just goes, "They knew about Bill Cosby." I was like, "They knew what?"
Okay. Just that.
And then he was just rambling to himself. You know, you've seen him. It's like his name's like George or something.
Where does he hang out? They usually
He
have
always
these
sits
spots.
like outside of Inside Out while we're there.
Oh yeah,
asking
that
for
guy.
cigarettes and stuff.
Was he the one that passed out that one day and the EMTs were there? He kept
I
trying
don't
to
know. I
sneak in
wasn't
with
there
me.
for that.
Kept trying
That's
to sneak
funny.
in with me, like the bouncers wouldn't realize this. And
Yeah.
he's like, "Get me in." I'm like, "They know me and they know who you are. What
Yeah.
are you doing?" Like, just get me in there.
Like, just get an ID.
And then
bro.
I come out later and there's like
Come in.
EMTs around. I'm like, "Oh shit."
He goes to Red Door. He was at Red Door one time, and they had a DJ there, and he was like in. I guess they just let him come in, and he was just dancing with the DJ.
Yes,
It was silly, but
that's fun. There was some lady a few weeks ago or whatever. I don't know whenever it was. I was walking down the street and she was like, "Hey, you got a cigarette?" I was like, "Well, I bummed one from someone here's like." I don't know if I said bum. That's a bad word. Bummed one from you, bum. But I gave like half the cigarette I was smoking, and then she was like, she looks at me. She's like, "Crystal," and I'm like, "No." I hear people calling me. She was like, "Crystal." I was like, "No, like Carla." Like I thought she knew my name, and then my dumbass, she was looking for crystal meth, and I was like, and then, yeah, I was so dumb. But she
Like,
looked,
no,
you know, it's like
Carla.
when a medium and like a crowd's like, "I'm sensing a Robert here," and somebody's like, "I have somebody named Richard in my family," and they're like, "Same thing."
I've never heard of Carla before. That sounds
I was like,
great.
"Crystal, no, Carla, it's close." And then she kept yelling at me like a block and a half, just sitting there still. "I know you have some. You do it. You have some. Bring me some Crystal." I'm like,
like you're
"What
a
the fuck?"
fucking crack. Like you look like a
I was like,
meth
"Sorry,
head.
ma'am, I've never done it." "You have. You know you have." And I was like, "I don't, but okay." But yeah, I was being yelled at like a half a block away for crystal meth. I was
That's
like,
great.
"This isn't like..." But she wasn't threatening. She just wanted her crystal meth.
You've never done meth before?
No.
Oh.
Have you?
No. I don't know.
You have?
You have?
How do you
Is it fun?
feel about it?
Well, crystal meth has evolved through the years. Back when I was doing it, the chemicals to make it were illegal. So you basically had to steal from the government.
So they're
to get
legal
them.
now?
No, they're not legal. They just found other ways to draw the chemicals out of other
Oh,
things
okay.
and make meth.
Oh.
Yeah.
But it's different. It's not the same. It's
Not the same meth. Just doesn't hit the same
No.
way, huh?
No, I've done every drug known to man, so even cannabinol.
Cool.
It's like a fur.
Don't know
No,
what that
it's
is.
not
That
cool.
sounds crazy.
Which one's cannabinol?
Well, yeah, it's not cool, but it's cool to hear the stories.
It's horse tranquilizer.
Oh, like in the realm of like ketamine or something?
A little stronger.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Good times.
I would have
Sounds
tried some
like it.
Special K if I
really
know.
want to do ketamine.
I haven't tried that
Not
many
like-
things.
Like junkie ketamine. I want to do like regular ketamine. Like the,
Oh
the
yeah,
medical stuff.
Gotcha
I heard that stuff's
Gotcha
pretty-
does that what has to for
Yeah.
like spinal injuries. I'm like, that seems like a big
I hit her
chill.
up and I was like, "Can you get?"
Can you
She's
get
like,
some?
"Of course not."
I think they
I'm not
like
gonna give you my
inject
ketamine.
her with it.
Yeah, she has to like go somewhere and do it.
She has
And I don't have
probably-
like whatever
Is
you.
that a hallucinogen or what?
I think so.
Yeah, but for people with a lot of pain or like nerve shit, they'll give it to them as like
It
a
like knocks
relaxer.
you out and makes you trip like in your dreams or
Mhm.
something more.
You can do DMT. That's the same thing.
Yeah,
I wanna
DMT
try that.
scares the shit out.
Really,
of
I would totally
GBH.
try. Why are you scared?
I don't know because I've done acid and I've done mushrooms, but I did acid one time and
Does
I
it? do
used to
anything
do it
you?
like every month, or I mean every week for like 3 or 4 months, and then like the last time I did it, it felt like my brain like cracked in half and like my childhood came out, like probably what's
Really?
supposed to happen when you're tripping, but it was so intense, like I couldn't talk, like I was like
Interesting.
like I had ego death or whatever, just wasn't fun. So I was like, fuck that. I'm done with that.
Okay
And
with
so
that.
now I just do mushrooms and I do like a little bit in it and it's fine. But
I like the
mushrooms are
mushroom.
good.
Yeah.
Acid, I've never gotten any sort of like mental or any sort of like, it doesn't do much. It feels like maybe I did a little bit of coke and a little bit of Molly mixed together. Like it doesn't do any.
I wish that's
Once
what
in
it
a
felt
while,
like. That's
something
not-
like acid, like chemicals don't really affect me because I metabolize them too quickly. So if it's natural like that, I do better. Like ecstasy, I've tried a couple times. Acid, I've tried. LSD, I've tried, but none of them really did anything to me.
Then you've gotten bad acid or something.
That's what they keep
Yeah,
saying. So then,
'cause
but
acid-
that's why I've tried it different times because then
acid
people are like,
doesn't
"You
go
got
through
bad
your-
one," so they give me good one. I'm like, it still doesn't work. They're like, "We're all
Yeah.
trippy." I'm like, I
Acid
don't know.
goes
dude.
like essentially straight to your brain.
Yeah,
so
and my metabolize.
your
my
your
brain is fucked.
metabolism doesn't matter. Your brain is fucked up.
Oh yeah, I have calcification in my brain
Gotcha.
and like brain lesions.
Yeah.
I don't know in my spinal cord.
Like it's
But,
blocking the
yeah.
receptors or something's happening.
I think that's what it
If
does.
you're not
Weed
getting-
and mushrooms hit me. Well, weed I don't get like all, but it helps. But mushrooms are cool. But everything
I
else,
love mushrooms.
I don't even want to do anymore because
Yeah.
it doesn't really affect me, or it just makes me feel like I can't sleep, which sucks. And then I'm like,
I used to love doing Molly, but I did it one time. I still do it, but I did it one time and I felt like I was on fire.
Okay.
I think I was just dehydrated, truthfully, but it felt like my whole body caught on fire and I was
Either that or somebody
Where were
gave
you?
you
Some bad
niacin. I've heard
Ugh.
people using fake pills and half of them are niacin.
Well, it wasn't pills. It was like the kind of crystal
you eat it?
Oh, that's
style.
Niacin is white crystally shit.
Okay,
Yeah.
maybe.
did you eat it? Or
Yeah,
and
did
it
you
feels
eat
when you take it,
Have
it
you
feels
ever
like your body's on fire.
Have
Yeah,
you
okay,
ever
that was maybe
snorted
what it
Molly?
was.
So dumb.
I've
but
never
it
snorted
hurts.
Molly, no.
I've
I
done it.
snorted Adderall a lot, but not Molly.
I would do some.
You can't snort Adderall anymore. They make it so you can't do that.
They
now.
have the little ball things.
Yeah, but the ball ones you can't. Like even
That's what I'm
the
saying.
way they make them now, they made them so you can't.
Yeah, that's
snort
why they
them
have the
anymore.
balls because they
Yeah.
they're non-crushable.
Yeah, because I tried to snort my Ritalin one time.
Why?
I have a
The
prescription.
good old days.
I'm allowed
Yeah.
to
You could snort everything. In
I
the
can
good
do
old
whatever
days.
I want. The
I
doctor
used to do
gives
like
me.
Advance, Nerds, and all these other
Yeah.
things.
We
I
used to
don't
snort
know.
no-dos and
No
Viagra.
dose. That's wild. Isn't
I-
no dose just like straight caffeine?
What's that fucking blood pressure quercetin that everybody used to take, and now they put it behind like the whatever. But it's some blood pressure medication that make you all like loopy
Remember
and
the
weird.
cross tops you could buy at the truck stop?
Cross stops?
Yeah, you used to be able to buy these speed cross tops at the truck stop.
That's dope.
Get all fucking
know
amped
that.
out on
Like the-
epinephrine.
like
It was called
Oh,
epinephrine.
Like those little
What's
caffeine
in
pills
an
type
EpiPen?
things.
That's wild.
What's
Yeah,
it
Epinephrine. It makes you fucking
That's
amped
what's
What
in
are
an
we doing?
EpiPen.
with ours?
Yeah,
That's
dude.
crazy.
That's why I wasn't worried about the vaccine. I was like, fucking who cares?
You're like, I
gotta
survived
enjoy
many
my
things.
life.
At this point,
Yeah,
it
like,
is
threw
what
the
it
book
is.
at it. I think I'm all right. We're good.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. You got the COVID.
As far as
I think you
I
did.
guess
think you
that I did. I was negative both times I took the test, but fucking Tyler got it and Jamar Hall got it, and we were at the same spot. We all three got it at the same time, and we were at the same spot. And I was the only one that tested negative.
But you had symptoms like
I had the exact
same symptoms as
I didn't lose my taste and smell, but I was like body sores, fever, everything.
He was pretty. I went and saw you guys on Tyler's birthday. I think.
Body sores. That's called AIDS, buddy.
That might be
body sores.
Listen.
Sore body. Oh my gosh. I went and saw them on Tyler's birthday and like took groceries and things to them because I had my EBT. Dope. But I was surprised you didn't you didn't want more things. Tyler's like, I want this, and then I just ended up getting him a bunch.
I hate asking for shit.
Well, it's my EBT. It's fucking government's money, and I got Tyler like a fruit tart cake thing and some ice cream and shit. And
I just don't like asking for stuff.
I hear you, but I was offering. No, I'm the same. I'm like, I don't know. I'll get a bottle of water.
That's the problem. It's not even that I don't like, I'm like a polite person. It's just like when someone's like, what do you want? I'd never know what I want. Like,
yeah, I'm the most indecisive.
Like, this is what I want. I'd never think about it.
Then
I'll get a bunch of shit that I don't want,
Oh, I do that all the time. I'm like, why did I spend the money? What the fuck, Carla? Because where you rush for a decision and just like make one. You're like,
I got these teriyaki chicken things that you like cook in the oven, and it's like this. They were like such a bitch to make, and I made like one of them, and they tasted like shit. And I don't know why I bought them. I don't even like teriyaki chicken that much. Like, I was just like, this looked healthy enough, and that's why I can't eat healthy. I don't know. Like what to make, and like people are always like, giving me ideas and stuff, and I'm like, it all sounds like garbage.
Just make a bunch of. Do you like vegetables and shit?
Yeah, I actually really
just make
do like vegetables.
My favorite thing to do if you have a rice cooker, guys. Rice cookers are fucking amazing. They're pretty cheap, and they have this top like layer.
I also don't like
a
rice.
basket. You don't have to make rice in it, but you have a basket in the top, and the bottom you can make quinoa, whatever, or just put water. Then you steam your vegetables. 15 minutes. You can even make like chicken in there steamed, or I do salmon sometimes even in it, and it's super fucking good. And it's just like literally put that, season it, it's cooked, and it's like healthy. You don't have to put any oil, and like you're done. I'll throw like Brussels sprouts.
I tried to
potatoes.
eat healthy one time. Like how like they tell you to like make all your meals at one time, so you eat kind of the same shit. So I used to do that, and I ate barbecue chicken every day for like 6 months.
No, you hate barbecue.
No, I still love it. I'd still eat the fuck out of it.
I'm Texan.
But it was just barbecue, like chicken, and then I just slathered barbecue on it. And I did lose quite a bit of weight, but it did get old pretty fast.
The meal prep thing is like, what, am I going to want to eat this in 4 days?
Yeah.
And then what all stays good for
I
like
think
that
the purpose
long,
is that like it doesn't matter if you want to eat it, you're going to have to because
force
you're
yourself.
losing weight.
Which I need to do, I'm going to come back slim and trim from Portland, and I say that not that it fucking super matters, but my friend Jordan out there is pretty good at being my
Taco Bell in Portland.
But my friend Jordan's like, I don't know, somehow has this power over me to like be my personal trainer, and every time I'm around her, live with her, like I like get really fit.
I think I'm gonna ask
let's do this again.
I think I'm gonna ask a Beta to be my personal trainer. I'm gonna be like, hey, bro.
And he's like the sweetest dude. Like
you
wouldn't feel like
he's great.
You wouldn't feel like I suck or like I feel pressure. Like he would take it easy, but like great. Be nice.
We went to Cities of Gold together, and he's
how is your? I heard a little bit about it. Buck was on that show too, right?
Buck was on it, yeah.
Who else? You had somebody from
Buck,
Colorado.
Shanae Ross.
That's Shanae.
And BK Sherrod. And they were both amazing. Actually, yeah, they were really good. Both of
Denver?
them were great. Kind of. I think one of them was like from Fort Collins, technically.
Oh, okay.
But Shanae Ross is from Denver.
She was supposed to be on this show that I did up there, and then she wasn't able to make it.
So
they brought
funny.
Josh
I heard
in.
she would killed it up there, dude.
Yeah,
dude,
she was a murderer.
Let me look her up now.
Her crowd work is like none other. It's pretty insane.
She's so nice too. I
Yeah.
got to meet her at the.
She's great. At the.
Yeah,
she
Funny
was
Fiesta.
Yeah.
Couldn't think of it. The show you ended up staying up there too. Huh?
It was such a wild difference though, because like you've seen the way I do comedy. All three of the other people are like crowd work based kind of, like they work more on that side of it, or like they have a lot more of that, and so it was weird, I guess, for me to intro that show. But
did you feel like
I felt like I had a good show?
Solid, yeah.
The back end wasn't great. It was like the first time I tried to do that abortion bit. And that one's a
How
rough
it
one.
work. Yeah, if you don't wear it exactly.
And it was
right,
like kind of a lot of old people, and they weren't down for it.
They all look like my tias and tios or
Yeah.
something. Like,
Dude, there
yeah.
was, I gotta tell you this shit. So there was this guy there that comes in, he walks into the venue, me and Buck D are standing in the back. You've been there, right? To Cities of Gold?
Yes.
So you know where they put the little bar area? We're standing there, and you can see the door where people are coming in. This guy comes in, and he's got 2 chicks, like, on his arm, and he's walking like this. He has a Mickey Mouse Gucci bucket hat and, like, a Gucci shirt on, and he's, like, this tubby Mexican... I assume he was Mexican kid, 2 ladies, and his mom was there.
What?
Yeah,
Wait.
and so then he comes out afterwards and he goes, "Y'all want some pharmaceuticals?" and like shakes a bottle of Sudafed or something in our.
Are you
He's like,
serious?
yeah, and all of us were like, "No," and he's like, "I can get Coke too," and all 3 of them went, "No," and I was like, no, I can't be that guy. Like, I can't be the one guy. But
The lone guy doing.
but I didn't want to do it with him either. He was fucking.
Did he stay
Trash.
afterwards? Because usually
No.
after the shows, everybody goes to the bar there at the casino and like parties.
He wasn't at the bar. He left.
Good.
Oh, maybe he was. No, he wasn't at the bar, but he was in the casino while we were all at the bar, and then we were walking out to go to Buffalo Thunder, and he was out there waiting for us. And that's when he was like, "I can give you all these drugs and stuff." And then we were like, it's cool. We're going to Buffalo Thunder if you want to come. Like, that's where we're heading. And then we never saw him again, which is nice because I did not want to be around that guy for too long.
You went to Buffalo Thunder?
Yeah,
Isn't
we
that
went to
down the
Buffalo
road?
Thunder. Yeah, it's
What'd
like
you go over there for?
just because the
They have
one
a bar
bar
out there?
closes at midnight, I think, and then
Oh.
Buffalo Thunder closes at 2.
Oh dang, you guys
And then-
went hard. We were too drunk by midnight to keep going. I
That's
think.
wild. Yeah, I didn't drink that much at the first bar, and then the second bar because she came with us, the governor,
Dude, she's so awesome.
and she got lit up,
Yep.
and she was trying to fuck a beta the whole time.
What?
It was
She
great.
had it
and her
inside.
sister was trying to fuck a beta, which was great because like they were both all over a beta the whole night, and by the end the governor was like keeping eyes on a beta, making sure he didn't go anywhere without her. It was quality. And then at one point we finally got a way to slip out, and we left and went back but she bought us all our own separate rooms so that
Yeah.
I don't know if this is the reason, but for sure she was trying to fuck a beta.
Yeah,
and
she's
try
trying to
get rid of
alienate him, put him alone.
It was great. It was such a good time though.
She's pretty young and like kind of cute.
Yeah.
I mean,
she looks like Corey.
I hate you. No, she does.
in the face, definitely. It's like she has a round face. She's not Corey Herrera.
Yeah. If he let his hair down.
Yeah.
Oh, she's sweet. We got too drunk. Have you ever like hit on somebody and totally forget like next day or for a while?
I don't hit on people, so I don't know.
Well, somebody was hitting on me.
I'm
Let's say
really bad
flirt.
at it, at
Let me
least.
say that's flirting. I did it initiate, but
Also,
there was
everyone I've ever tried to hit on, if Tyler's around, I don't even try. Because that
Why?
motherfucker, first of all, every girl I've ever was like, dang, she's hot. Tyler scoops her up and she's gone. So I'm like, fuck it. I'm not
I
even
had
going to try
a
anymore.
conversation about that recently. Yeah.
And then I'm
It's
left
just
with
like,
the
whoa.
people that I don't want to fuck with, and I'm not that desperate usually. So I just go home and sleep.
Usually. I know, yeah. Caleb's a nice boy. Oh, but at Cities of Gold, there was this lady, I think she was the governor's friend. But she was really nice to me. She had bought me a drink, and then she's like, hey, you're, like, gay or something, right? And I was like, no, because I said something on the stage about being queer.
Was she wearing a cowboy hat?
Not that day. But
Okay.
there was her
Do
daughter.
you know this governor's sister? She's like definitely a
I don't know if she
lesbian.
came. Maybe I didn't pay attention to
never
the two
mind.
people.
I was
she
trying to
with.
see if
she
it
was
was the
with
same
a
person.
lesbian, and then she was with somebody else that night. But somebody else, her friend, was like, "Hey, my daughter is like gay. Come talk to her." And this chick, she was kind of cute, but I kind of totally forgot about it until maybe 3 weeks later, and I get somebody wants to send you a message, like a DM on Instagram. I was like, "Hey, how are you doing? Remember me?" I was like, oh my god, I totally forgot. I talked to this chick for like 20 minutes. And yeah. And I think she was trying to come back to the room. I was like, I'm tired and drunk. I need to go. Goodbye.
Yeah, by the
Didn't
end of the
happen.
night, I couldn't have imagined bringing anyone back. I was so gone.
And the governor bought us a bunch of shots too. Like I was like barely starting to drink. She's like, here's a shot. I'm like, I already have a shot in here. This is margarita.
Yeah.
You're bringing me more tequila on top of, I don't know. It was
It was
a
a crazy
silly night.
time. Yeah.
I slept in definitely until 11:45 the next day. I even called at 9 a.m. I was like, "What time is checkout?" They're like,
Dude, I had to go to
noon.
work.
I was like, "I got it real quick. Took a 5-minute shower."
I had
just
to be
hit the
at
road
work at midnight or at noon the next day, and
drive 3 hours.
so we
I know it was
left.
like an hour and a half.
We got breakfast in Santa Fe, and then I had to like go straight into work, and I was like so hungover. It was bad.
Ew.
It was like one of the worst days.
Battery
after that.
boy.
Yeah.
The battery boy. Batteries plus. Oh, that's awful. I'm glad you got to do that show.
It was
like
so fun.
Tyler had it 1 month and then me.
Yeah.
Boom, boom. I don't know. Are they doing it this month? I think
Probably.
our show is happening in fucking November and December.
I
Like,
don't. Well,
feels
with
like there's not
Christmas
that
and
many.
everything, I don't think like.
I'm doing a show. I'm doing Tumbaroo this year or this month.
high five. I like that one.
Yeah.
Are you doing it with Chuck?
Yeah, we're driving up together.
Who else is on that? Do you know?
No.
When they're Trip helps to put those on. Shout out
Yeah.
to Trip. Stelnicki. I don't know how to say it.
Stanicki.
Stanicki. He does the Temple show. He also was the one on the roast battles last week that went against Edward.
Yeah, that murdered Edward.
Yeah, and then he was like, "I guess I'll roast myself." I was like, "Good job."
God,
Chip.
that was so good.
You got some for me. I
Just
was
to
like,
think of that. Oh,
"Yeah, there was a great job, Chip." That's I didn't know you had that in you. Good
I
job.
knew it. And Trip didn't even know he was gonna be on it. You know that, right?
Nuh-uh.
Trip found out through the flyer that he was gonna be on the show.
Oh yeah, he did say he saw a flyer.
Cause I invited him. I told him like you should be on it, and I guess he hit up Evan and was like, "Can I be on the next one, not the one coming up?" And Evan just put him on this one.
So is that the situation that you have to ask to be on air? What's like the
Usually,
do they
I
reach
mean,
out to you?
yeah, you just either hit up Evan or like I just added Courtney and I talked to Evan about Trip,
Mhm.
and I think I asked for Jared too.
Yeah.
I just in the group chat, if you have like a comedian friend that wants to be on it, just tell
Makes
them to join
sense.
the group chat, and then they can
Kind of
join.
like the girls.
Or you add them
group
to the
chat.
group chat. You've done it, right?
I've been not roasted. I've been a judge. Like the first one after COVID, I judged. And I don't even know how he.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't know
you
Evan.
were the judge for my first one.
Yes, that was hilarious. That's when
Yeah.
Bugsy had the whiteboard. It was
Yeah.
so good. And
I think that's like that one was my favorite so far.
I did a set that night, I guess, which is like fine. That's a weird place to do comedy at.
It is.
Safe House. So, but I didn't know how he knew me. He just hit me up. He was like, "Hey, you want to judge
Evan
roast
Ronzi?
battle?" Yeah, I don't
Well,
even
probably
know
through
him.
Buck, I'd assume.
Maybe. I guess I don't know. Whatever.
Or
I
Jamar.
guess my name's out there now in Albuquerque. Whatever.
Yeah. Well, you were like the first, other than like Karen Carson, who like isn't like around. She's normally out touring and stuff. Like,
So
and
we
then
just had-
you're like the first.
We just talked about that. She's actually not.
She was saying it looks like I'm out touring all the time, but I'm just like visiting places and seeing if I can do comedy there.
Yeah, that's what she's doing. Yeah.
Okay.
But like, yeah,
I'm
but
saying
she wasn't
she's not
here as
here
much. Yeah.
usually, and I think you're the first one that like hung out with us,
Mm.
like first female comic that hung
probably
out with
true.
us.
Yeah,
And, like-
after Red Velvet.
Yeah,
I mean, I kind of knew everybody. No, I hung out with you guys before COVID. I was around you
I
barely.
was there for your first set.
That's true. And
At
then
Red
you were
Velvet.
gone for like a minute, and then you. No, my first set was at Founders.
Oh, then I wasn't there.
But you were at Red Velvet, my first set there, because I didn't get there until later. And then I hooked up with you
Yeah.
guys. I think I met you on Kobe Bryant's death day.
Yeah,
That's right.
actually, that is
I'm pretty
true.
sure it was a writing session. Walked in. Troy had shaved his head and his beard that day. I introduced myself to him.
No, that's not when we met. I met you. I know for a fact I met you at Red Velvet.
Maybe. That's a possibility. We just kind of came into each other's lives, and then now we're just
Yeah.
in each other's lives way too much.
Yeah.
And yeah, Tyler didn't have
I
a
don't know what
car
you're
for a
talking about.
minute,
Yeah.
and Tyler and I got to know each other because I was driving him everywhere. If you
Yeah.
watch the episode, you'll see he was in an earlier appearance here. But yeah, and then we all kind of organically found each other, and I think
Well,
I
and then
was
the
like
garage
the first.
started happening.
And I was definitely the first, I guess, female in the garage is my rite of passage.
You definitely
Anyway.
were.
And then Amanda did a little bit, and whoever. And now more people come, which is
Yeah.
great.
There's still not like a strong female presence other than you, I think. Because like
'Cause I'm doing
Amanda
shows.
does it, but she's not like
Yeah, I'm the only one
you're
doing
the only one
shows, I
doing
guess.
shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just fun. You. What else do you have going on? So you have that, and then
That, and then I have a show this
But-
Friday at
where?
um
Mariachi Mota.
no.
You're not doing that one, the wheat show.
No. The one with Tsunami.
It's a drag show.
Yeah, it's like one of the drag show things.
So what?
I've seen the flyer for that one. It's like you guys are on teams.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you.
working?
I don't know
Tranny.
I have no idea what it is.
I love you, Tsunami, but these group texts are like over information where we get so confused.
And I
like,
don't
on
read
what's
any of
actual.
them.
It's so
Right.
confusing. There's like
And I'm not
paragraphs.
gonna because
you're
half
on
of
it.
them I can't be.
Yeah, I'm
You are. You're doing a set this Friday.
No, I'm not.
I swear to God.
I'm not in the group text. She took me out of it.
I'll show you.
I swear. Because I'm leaving fucking the next morning. I can't do shit. Friday, I was going to hang out with Jess Wood and go to the weed show.
You're like, fuck that.
I was going to like breathe for like half a day because this past week has been insanity of like, oh my God, so much shit. Am I That's news to me. This is like the whole trip situation.
Oh no, you're not.
Okay, thank
you're
God.
not on it.
Thank
It's
goodness.
Sarah Kennedy. But yeah, it's
Okay. Yes.
at,
that's the flyer I've seen.
Yeah, it's at Albuquerque Social Club.
You know where that's at? It's right across the street from Kerbal.
It's
I've
basically
never been there. So.
It's really close.
Basically,
It's basically by Sidewinders, but like a block across the
it's a
street.
gay bar that they have to pay an annual.
It's kind of like the German club, but
Yes.
gay
Yes.
instead of German.
Yes.
Full blown.
I still don't understand how this
Cool.
works for shows when like there's a cut. Like, do you still have to be a member?
During the pandemic, in order to keep them open, they had like a benefit or something to keep
Yes.
the doors open.
I have beef with the German club, dude.
What happened? I was
I
supposed
went
to do
to
a
a
hosting
show.
thing there.
Well, I
and
went to a
didn't.
show, and every show I've ever been to, comics get in for free. That's how it's always been. And then I go to the German club to support my friends, and they want me to pay fucking $10 to get in.
Was
And I
that
was like, I'm a
recently?
broke ass comic. I'm not paying $10. I'll just leave. And they were like, oh, you can pay half. And I was like, fuck it, I'll pay half.
They made me pay
But like,
for
I'm not
yeah.
gonna pay. Like, I'm willing to, even if it's sold out, I'm willing to stand in the back. Like, I don't need to be taking up seats. I get that part. But like, there was seats, and I'm a comic. I'm coming here to. That's how it's always been. Is comics get to get in for free.
I feel like
And
they,
it's only at the German club that I've been charged for shit like that.
they feel outside of the realm of comedy, but like close to
Well,
it.
it's because
Like,
I think
don't
it's
know that-
ran by all these old heads.
And I don't think I know the scene that's happening right now of like
Yeah.
how to run or even who's out there. I maybe am supposed to do it in January. I don't know. We'll see. Gonna be in talks with Nicolina, but I've paid there twice.
I think they also.
Yeah, they made me pay.
Nicolina had, like, she kind of got irritated at me because I went up there and, like, she was like, you're being disrespectful. But I
'Cause
don't
you
know
didn't wanna
why.
pay?
No, I just, like, talk shit on the venue, I think, a little bit. It's a funny venue. It's
It's
German
an interesting
club.
How
Why wouldn't
can
you?
not, have you been there? How can you not laugh? There's like cutouts of like little kids.
Little
It
children
looks-
behind you, and there's, like a village
little, like-
painting in the
It looks
background.
like little Hansel and
Like
Gretel.
it's a
Like
small world kind of shit.
yeah, like those like flat on the wall. Looked like a
That's
kindergarten
German stuff,
class
yeah.
did like
And then
construction
in the-
paper and
Yeah, and then in the bar, there's, like, pictures of all the, this might be disrespectful, but there's pictures of all the, like, different, like, heads of whatever their club thing is,
All the
and it
Hitlers.
definitely looks like KKK uniforms. That's definitely what it
I
looks
mean,
like.
Hitler uniforms.
But yeah, pretty similar. Like, they're pointy hats, and they cover their face. It's a whole thing. And
That's not-
Wait,
you
are
know,
you
like,
serious?
Of course I'm
There's
gonna, and of course I'm gonna talk
Are there any
about
black
it.
comics allowed in there?
I haven't. Well, yeah,
Any
actually,
Jewish comics? Has Tyler ever been
there?
allowed in
Tyler's
there?
been there, and
Jess Wood's been there.
Jess
Who's
was not a black
black?
comic.
No,
No,
wait.
she's
You said
Jewish.
Tyler's been there.
Oh,
She's
Jess Wood's been Jewish. Yeah.
She's been Jewish.
She's been Jewish.
She's-
She stays Jewish.
She's what's his name? Just headlined there on Thursday.
Oh, Black Mike?
No, Steph Smitty.
Oh,
okay.
girl. Oh, he
He
did.
headlined there
April was on that show too,
on
huh?
Thursday. Yeah, she hosted.
I heard about it.
Yeah,
April's a new comedian.
like
Shout
brand
out to
new.
April. She's been out trying to write and stuff. I haven't
Yeah.
even hosted a show. I'm not saying like compare, but I'm like that's something I want
don't
to
wanna
try.
host a show,
I was
but I'll
supposed
do
to
it.
host.
I
You
probably
hosted.
should.
You hosted the. I mean, you've hosted shows, right?
The weed shows, but those don't count.
Yeah, they do. You've tried to host to introduce other people. I've never even done that. You know what I
Really?
mean?
Oh,
And I was
okay.
supposed to do it at the German club, speaking of, but then they canceled the night that Bear wanted me.
Isn't that like a step down for a comedian?
Hosting?
Hosting? No, it's
Well,
so
it's medium.
it's like it's I don't consider it a set. It's not it's not like doing a set for sure, but you want to like hosting's good because I assume that if we go to the next level, that's what we're gonna have to do before we can do like headlining gigs and stuff. Like if I move to a bigger city, I gotta expect
Bill
to host something.
Burr and those guys, they used to host, and now they're doing.
Yeah, I know, but they also used to do sets, and then they had to host to get to the spot that they're at. So it's a good skill. It's a good skill to have. Right? I know, but I'm not headlining.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I get it now.
Like
like once you're headlining them, but like the mid-level to early mid-level people probably should be trying to host to get that under their belt. But yeah, once you're a headlining person,
once you're a national headliner, you won't host. But I'm not a national headliner, much less an Albuquerque headliner.
And then there's this chick in in El Paso named Sharita that runs 5 mics there, I think, but she doesn't host any of them. She like does touring and like books other people and make sure the shows are running, and then she'll show up at the open mics, but she gives kind of the newer to the ones that are starting to do shows, she gives them hosting things, and then
it's also a good
skill
to have. Like it teaches you how to do crowd work and crowd control.
Right.
I assume
that's what I want to try to do. It's a different.
That's why I want to do it, because my crowd work is garbage. So.
Do you think you'll host?
I'm gonna host on Sunday.
I don't know that it's garbage. You don't do it much. I don't either.
Well, the thing is I don't tend to need to, because like my jokes are so structured that you know what's gonna like.
You're a writer.
Yeah, so like the crowd work I've done is like I've called someone dumb from the stage, or like been like shut up, like don't talk while I'm talking. Like I've done stuff like that. One time some guy called me racist, and I was like, "Are you gonna let me finish the joke, or are you just gonna call me?" And he was like, yeah, just go ahead and finish it. And then by the end of the joke, he comes up and he's like, "I'm sorry for calling you racist, dude." I was like, "Yeah, because you don't pay attention."
Shut up until the end of the joke.
Yeah, like let me finish my fucking joke.
Even the abortion joke now, you're like, hold on, I know this isn't
that one. I put it in because I'm like,
and it works. But it works for the beat of the thing, because it's really, that is the time in the joke where people are like a little like starting.
Well, because I literally start the joke out with like, I don't have a position on this. Mm-hmm. I don't know if abortion is murder or not, but I know how to find out. And. But like when I say I don't know, I don't know if abortion is murder, I could be like, but hang on, like let's talk about it for a second, and then that's how I get into that.
You preface it where like anybody can listen to
because I want it to be like I don't want to I believe one thing or another. I don't really know.
When I see people in the audience and sometimes on that joke, they're like starting to get whatever, like real whatever, and by the end you get them, and they're like, "Oh, I get it."
That fucking new punchline I just added to it is killer.
You guys have to come see it.
Yeah,
yeah. It's perfect. That is the actual cherry on top.
Yeah, I got that from someone in the crowd yelled it at me, and I was like, "That's so good. I'm keeping it."
Sometimes that's the
way
it happens.
Fucking works. So
the way it happens. Are you going to?
Troy gave me a punchline for one of my jokes too.
Which one?
The priest one. Like I keep my mouth shut.
Oh.
I make more money, but I'll make more money if I keep my mouth open. Mm-hmm. He gave me that punchline.
You gave me the
Sam claims he did, but it was Troy.
You gave me the Hershey Crunch bar, the melted Hershey Crunch bar that works.
That one fucking works.
That one works well, and especially with the other two. I was like, I needed one more, like a third something.
Yeah.
Which is good. Yeah, and that's how it kind of works that way.
That's why I tell everyone, because they're like, "Do you mind me giving you like a punchline?" I'm like, "Yeah, like I'm gonna listen to everything, but don't get butthurt if I don't use it." But sometimes they'll give me shit that is like quality, and I'm gonna use it. But.
And then you can tell you're like at the point too where two things. I think like at least for me when I first started, I was like taking everybody's advice and just being like, I gotta soak it up. And now I still soak up a lot, but I'm more weary of the people who are just talking out their ass to hear themselves talk about comedy, or the people who actually care about your comedy and have listened to you and are giving helpful, like just not even telling you how to write a joke, but like, hey, maybe the ordering of that should be different. Like, oh shit, you're right. I was too close to, too deep in the forest to see the trees. So I like that kind of workshopping.
I think it's smart. I know it's gonna be a good one. Or the people that I listen to are like, they just tell me it and then they move on. They don't like try to like dissect my whole joke. Right. And, like try to tell me how to do comedy. And I'm like, fuck up. Like,
I think I'm becoming a better comedian, and like,
unless you're like killing it, then
yeah. No, the way I can tell I'm becoming a more confident and better comedian slowly but surely is that audience member dudes in the audience don't come up to me as much or like ever really anymore and try to tell me about like, hey, you're kind of funny for a lady, but like, here's this joke. You could say this and that.
Oh,
like,
that sounds
I think
awful.
I've gotten to the point where people are like, she's okay. Like just even how I hold myself, I don't look like somebody can come in and just be like, hey, I want to poke at your comedy. At this point, I'm just like, I'm better or worse, I'll own it. And don't come up to me
For
like
sure.
non-comedian boy.
Dude, I get people that come up to me that I don't want. Like, I'll have people that are
Audience.
like, you're funny, and I'm like, you're not the guy I was talking to.
You're not what I thought.
Like, I had a dude come up to me after a set, and he goes, you're really funny, dude. You want to hear a joke? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, why can't Muslim women speak on the coronavirus? And I was like, why, dude? And he goes, because Muslim women get beat if they have an opinion. And I was like, that's not a joke, brother. Like, I don't know.
Oh
Jesus
my
Christ.
God.
And I was like,
You-
also, like, thank you for coming out, but I wish you weren't my, like, like
Oh my
I wish you weren't
gosh.
my fan. That's wild. Like, what are you talking, like, what are you saying?
You guys were saying on the BS show, the episode you and Tyler were on, you guys were talking about, the people who come up from outside wanting to be try jokes. It's always like racist shit. It's really racist
always-
or misogynistic. There's some guy in El Paso who's like, oh, you guys are comedians? And we're like, yeah. He's like, oh, why are
Yeah.
black people so tall? He's like, because their knees grow. Knees grow. Yeah, and I'm like, that.
Like, come on, dude.
That's like an internet joke, not even a good one, and you're not brown
Well,
enough to be
That's
telling
like
these
that's
jokes.
like what's his name? Muffin Top joke. What's Kamal or
Come on,
Nanjiani?
no the guy that does the hosting at
Jamar?
the level. Jamar, yeah, that's like his joke about muffin tops.
which one is that?
What?
He told a muffin top joke at Nexus.
Oh, for the road.
Oh.
Oh
Yeah.
no,
It's like his
I
muffin top
s-
Negro. Come on.
love you, Jamar.
Dude,
But I
there's
did get him.
there's a
see
couple
him-
comics in the scene that tell street jokes, and some of
Mhm.
them are getting gigs, and I'm like, how? Like, what are you? They tell street jokes. Like,
And-
there's a joke I heard, and whoever, they'll know. I'm not going to say the name, but they say, can I get an ice on the rocks? In their set.
Mhm.
They like, that's one of their jokes is like, my favorite drink is an ice on the rocks.
It's not.
That's
really
not a
joke.
fucking
there's no
joke.
joke. It's like a silly thing to say maybe in conversation, but there's no joke there. There's no.
And they claim
An
it as a
alcoholic?
written. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't
doesn't
even
make
really
any
make sense.
sense.
It's convoluted.
Yeah, it doesn't make, and it's just, it's like what you would, I don't know. It's
It's
just
like something just.
it's
you
not a
say.
fuck, and they do
Mm-hmm.
it during, like, if you said it one time because you're trying to make a transition, and cool, whatever. But like, it's like a standalone thing.
That's not a
And
real
I'm
joke.
like, what are you?
Do you think that we are thinking the audiences are smarter than we think they are?
Well,
like, they might be
apparently-
dumber because I think people want that simple humor sometimes, and
Yeah.
then they're just like, oh, I don't know. That's
Well, I've
it's
talked
like
to some of the people from the audience. Some of them are fucking dumb, but
simple.
it is what it is, you know. But like, and that's the thing is like I said, some of these people do simple ass like it's bad writing or whatever, but they're getting
Probably
in
because
the
of
eyes
that
of-
reason, because they're
yeah.
like approachable. They're
Yeah,
like
and-
whatever. People will laugh because it's just like
Yeah.
whatever.
But they're also like those people, the same people that are laughing at them are laughing at me. So it's so what is that? You know, so I'm like I said, that's why I wouldn't want to name names because I'm like it's whatever. Like you can do what you want, but it's kind of a bummer to see that as someone that actually like really tries to write and
Yeah.
like, tries to go out there with good shit and.
Maybe they think that's funny, but they think you're funnier. You know what I mean? Like they might be like, "Oh, this is funny,
Yeah.
haha," and then they laugh at you and be like, "Oh, but this is
Yeah.
actually funny." You know, different layers
For
of
sure.
different levels of funny.
Yeah.
Because there's different kinds of funny, and then I think there's definitely different levels. Of course, when you first start to like when you're big, dude. I'm kind of nervous for tomorrow's show, which is in the past now for the Cosmo show,
Yeah.
just because it's like so much experience.
Oh, I'll be at that. I'm
Oh, yeah.
gonna just come
Yay.
because I got nothing.
I'm gonna
going on.
pitch Tyler a 5-minute set or so that he can get more tips because he's working the show. He's a
Oh yeah,
waiter.
Tyler's gonna be a waiter there.
A server. I'm sorry, I don't gender anymore. He's gonna be a server there, and I'm gonna pitch him a set, see if he gets tips. But then everybody else is so good, and so I feel I need to really.
Let me ask
Bring
you a
it.
question. I saw this video today. I should have played it for you. And this is totally off topic
Yeah,
of
no, go for
comics.
it.
No, it's fine.
There was a chick doing a video saying that she was like all these surnames, you know, what do you call them?
Pronouns.
The pronouns, right? All these different pronouns. And then this real lesbian comes up. She's like, you know, like Dave Chappelle said, the glory hole gays. So she was an older lesbian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's like, back in my day, we didn't want all these labels. We just wanted to be accepted as
Oh, I
one.
agree. I
I've
actually
had these
genuinely.
issues
She's like,
too,
is
yeah.
this chick for real? Because it wasn't like the, they, the. It was like, something like that.
Z, Z,
The
Zem or
Z,
whatever the
Zers.
fuck.
Stupid like that, yeah. And it's like, she's like, they are literally, she's all, I
Yeah.
hope this chick is joking. She's all, because they are literally going backwards.
I also, I don't have a problem with you, like, you can identify as fucking whatever you want, but, like, if I'm just having, like, a rate, like, if in a passing conversation with you and you bring that shit up, like, that's, like, it doesn't matter.
Right.
Like, why are you even, all you're doing is
That's
disrupting the flow of the conversation and causing it to be weird now.
That's
Like
my
the vegan
argument.
thing.
Yeah.
Well, that's my
Be
argument.
what you
Everybody wants to raise their hands up
Yeah.
and say, listen to me, look what I am. Make sure you see
Yeah.
me. It's like, I could give two shits if
Yeah,
Carla
like,
was
do it with your
queer.
friends. Like, what's her name? Is it
bisexual
they?
or anything.
What's they named? Is
Nat
it they?
D.
Nat D's a they. I'll say they for Nat D. It's tough because, like, it's out of my regular vernacular. Like, it's hard to do that, but I try to.
But you're like, what's it to me
But
to
that's
just
because
say a
I'm
different
friends.
way?
I'm friends with her, and that's what she wants. And I'm gonna have regular conversations
I
with
can understand
them.
a friend.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
But somebody
though.
that you just met,
Just like a
Exactly.
random
It's
person,
like-
yeah.
it's like, go fuck
I feel
yourself.
Yeah.
like there's like
like-
such a contradiction in everything in life right now. People don't even realize. Like, I agree with you on that. Everybody just wanted to belong and be okay and be a part of, can we just be accepted? And now there's being on these separations with all these pronouns. So now you're separating yourself. So you're separating more.
You're literally
But then-
segregating yourself.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
But then they're like, and it's because people want to feel special, I think. In general, it's a real ego thing. And I'm not saying for everybody, of course,
And
be you, have your pronouns, be you, all of that.
No,
but
don't
to
have
be
your pronouns.
but to be
But also,
that,
who are
but
we
to be
because we're
that
comics going up
specific-
there trying to be special?
But to be that specific and whatever, and to like make people like that's the only thing that matters, then then
Yeah.
you are the problem because then you're the one so obsessed with gender and so whatever
Yeah.
when you think everybody else it's just like so backwards, like a snake
Yeah.
eating its tail. It's
I think
Wow.
it'll
I
eventually
agree
it'll
with him.
just get old and people.
I mean that's kind of why I say queer. I don't care if
I
anybody.
think it's kind of a fad,
abides.
really. Like especially the wild ones, like the Z's or Zen.
Oh yeah, the
like
But you're not saying I'm they.
no,
You're just queer.
yeah.
But by saying
Like-
queer, I think gender,
That's old
whatever.
school.
By saying
Queer's
queer,
always been around.
To me, queer even is my whole, like we're talking about indecisiveness. It really is just not even like, oh, I don't choose. It's like, I like it all. Can I just say queer? I don't want to be put in this box with this and this and this.
No, I think it's
I'm
what
queer.
you-
I don't know.
You don't want,
Just-
because,
It's the umbrella.
bisexuals have been fetishized.
Yeah, that's why I have that
Absolutely.
joke. Is like everybody thinks it's like, oh, we're gonna have a threesome tonight.
Yeah.
And then if you're queer, it's
But
like
if
they
you're
think you have a
queer-
penis, and it's like no, it's like, we don't have that. But yeah, now queer is just easier. It's the umbrella of everything for me. It's just like whatever. And yeah, I don't always bring it up if people, or I'm not like, hey, I talked to this girl. By the way, I'm queer. It's just like I've talked to this person, and like, ooh, I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, the genderings. Oh, life. Okay, cheers to the bringing, not
Cheers?
turning it, the
Oh.
blue can, because he's from Texas. Cheers to you for
Yeah.
bringing that.
I
It's
think
been a
this
long
comes
day.
out of like Wisconsin.
That's Shane Gillis's drink right there.
Yeah.
I like
That's all he drinks
IPAs.
is Bud Lights.
It's nice. Shane Gillis made a good point. Bud Lights are good because they're not a lot of alcohol. I can drink 10 of them, and
But isn't that a problem? Because then you're just drinking more for less. You're just getting more calories in you for less alcohol. But then I guess if you're
Yeah, but
drinking
this-
over a long period
this
of time,
18 pack
then,
was $14.
and I guess if you're drinking
and-
over a long period of time and slamming a bunch of beers,
Yeah.
you probably don't want. I drink IPAs at like 7.6%.
Yeah, like-
I probably.
Yeah, I'm willing to pay, like, if I'm at a brewery or whatever, I'll,
Yeah,
I'll,
it's
I'll buy the highest alcohol content because then I don't have to.
So I picked the IPA. Just
Yeah, and then I
I do like them though.
only have to have like one and
This makes
not
sense.
pay for fucking.
I don't.
But like in Texas, they have Lone Star, and they're like $2.
Oh, yeah, I remember
You
Lone
can go to
Stars.
like any bar and get a Lone Star for $2.
Yeah, Lone Stars are rad.
And so you bring $20, you got 10 beers. Like,
Because it's all brewed
And it's a
there.
small-
Georgia has one like that.
yeah,
It's a Low Star.
great.
First Texas beer. I go to Texas and with my family. It's all Budweiser and Bud Light.
Yeah,
All of it. I'm like, I can't do it. Or and then
great.
the other side is all like Tecate, Modelo, which is I'd prefer Mexican domesticated.
yeah. I have to have like those are old things. You have to put lime
Yeah.
in them.
Put a that's true, or lime salt. Okay.
Bud Lime
Lime
sucks.
salt?
I hate
But
Bud
it's so
Lime.
gross. It just gives me like heartburn.
Oh, I love Blue Moon. It's a lesbian beer? Huh. Well, call me a lesbian because I love Blue Moon. Shit's
Cheers. Okay, I'm still cheers. So, okay, heavy question. We'll wrap up in like 15 or 10, 15, whatever. They've been tired. They're tired of me.
Yeah, I got nothing to do.
They're tired of me being here. Patty's saying, just hang out. She's like, I'm falling asleep on the desk, but keep chilling. So, okay, going back to comedy. I know you, but like, what are do you have set goals in it? Are you just riding the wave? Like, do you have a plan?
I have, yeah,
Is
I
there, like,
have
a secret
goals.
plan you
Like,
tell nobody?
I don't want to be like an actor or anything. Like, I just want to do comedy.
Mm-hmm.
And so my goal is to be like a, headliner and make money off of comedy and be able to just do comedy. Like acting, I have no, like even a little bit of a want to do that. Like I've been asked, I've literally had someone walk up to me and ask me to be in like a student movie they were making. And I was like, no, I'm good. I'm gonna just keep doing comedy.
You do Ostrom's though, Jared's.
Yeah, but he's a homie.
Yeah,
and those aren't like movies.
Yeah, but you just got second
And
place in
they're
the
silly.
film fest, so
Yeah, but that's not because of me. It wasn't my acting.
Right,
So I had to I said 2 lines in that whole thing. Like I'll do them, I guess, if they're for homies or if it's like, they're like, I'll give you $1,000. Of course, I'll fucking take $1,000.
But what if you're like a headline comedian? They're like, here's like
I don't know. That's
$500,000
down the
for
line.
this movie.
Yeah, that's way
I
down
just
the line.
like to manifest because if we don't think about
But
future
no, I
things,
definitely
then they
want to
don't come
be.
true.
I just want to be a headlining comedian. I want to be able to do this for. I want to be able to like travel and check out all the spots and stuff and
Have you
see.
Have you traveled?
Yeah, I've been to Colorado, Denver, and I've been obviously to San Antonio. That's about it. Not anywhere crazy.
Are you trying to do more?
I don't
of
have
that
a
too?
car. I want to like once
Having-
once I get a car, then I'm gonna hit up all the spots. I'm gonna try to go to Phoenix and.
Dude, car shit's.
That's
I
such
need
a
a new
bitch.
car so badly. That's the thing is stopping me from going out of town and like doing these
Well, that's
things.
why I hope like when I move
Mhm.
that I can, because I'll be paying less in rent, I can afford to just get a car. And then, yeah, I'm going to be going, like, for sure, I'm going to go to San Antonio. I want to go to San Antonio for, like, a couple months at one point and just stay out there. And then maybe even try to, like, do, like, a mini, like, not a tour in the sense that I'll be headlining, but, like, be in San Antonio and then hit up people in, like, New Orleans, be like, do you got a spot for me? And then drive out there and then go to Florida.
Keep going
and then
along.
up to New York for a minute or something.
That's kind of the dream. That's kind of
That's
my
what I'm
plan.
trying to do.
Yeah, I want to do that shit too. I think I don't want to ever live in like New York or LA. Maybe it's becoming an obsolete thing. I would maybe do it for like 6 months and just check it out for a minute. But I don't. I'm such a small town kid that I'm like Albuquerque. Feels
I think
huge.
Austin is like my vibe for sure.
Yeah, maybe it's just too humid there. But I guess weather.
I grew up there,
so
so
old
it's
that
not
I
a
care.
problem.
Logan started construction on his.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's
this
going on
shit.
there now?
And he's saying that he doesn't want it to be, so he's not going to like try and make money off of it. He's
It's literally just like
building
I
it.
have my spot, and he wants to be able to do spots at other clubs. Like he doesn't want it to be like an exclusive. If you do my club, you can't do other clubs type thing, which would be dope.
Yeah.
True. Yeah, I want to get. I'm hoping with Neil we'll do some dates after the new year, which will be fun.
I want to
Luckily,
start a podcast. That's
do
for
the
sure.
podcast. You and Angel have been talking or something.
Kind
maybe.
of. We haven't talked in a
That
minute,
boy's
but
so busy.
yeah, I keep telling him that I'm gonna come do it, and I never do because I didn't have a car. Now I kind of have a car. It's like
The comedy
it's
car.
like
So
2/3 of a car, but
tell a lot more of
It
this
does the
story. Tyler got the car I was driving,
Yeah.
and then you got his old car, and now both of them are a little smashed in. They're a little crumpled.
Well,
both of
the
them.
car he just popped the tire.
Yeah, the windshield's not too bad,
Oh yeah, he did break the windshield
and
too.
I think the bumper came off again when I refixed
Yeah.
it.
Well, so he hit the curb. He
I
was
can't talk.
driving, and he wasn't. There was a turn, and he didn't turn, so he hit the curb, and the wheel hit the frame, and it cracked the window.
Yeah,
And then when it happened, we were standing out there like looking at it. I was like, "Dude, you cracked your windshield." And he was like, "I don't think I did that." And I was like, "You definitely did, son." Like,
I didn't do that one.
for sure, for sure you did. But
Where'd it come from then?
whatever you need to believe. But
So now you have this car. We need to just like take groups and go out and do shit. Like,
Yeah.
in El
Well,
Paso, some of them take a van.
There's a group going to Santa Fe tonight.
Yeah, but like for
Well,
a
that's
couple
what they
days.
used to do back in the day. Is you got
Won't
one
do
person
that.
has a car, and then
Yeah.
all three of you just travel.
That's what I'm
used
trying
to
to
do that.
Just nobody has a good enough car.
Dude,
literally no one.
That's my hugest thing. I'm like, I just need to get this truck fixed so I can sell it and put like a down payment, especially now that I'll have lots of rent. That's my goal, is like a car situation.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Is like I'm willing to pay a car note because the plan is to get a car, pay the car off, and have a job, and then not live anywhere. Just live in the car.
Yeah, well, that's why I wanted like a hatchback or some sort of small SUV,
Yeah.
because if you need to, just go to like a camping site, just like push back the seats down, sleep, keep
And
going.
I have a skill, like I fix phones, so I can go anywhere in the country with that.
It's a superpower.
Yeah.
Phone fixing. Fix my
That's
phone,
very fun.
goddammit.
Your phone, you might as well buy a new phone.
Right. Yes, even he's like, your phone's a piece of shit now.
It actually blows my mind that you haven't gotten a new phone.
Well,
since
everybody
I've
thinks
known
it's
you.
worse than it is just because the screen protector's fucked, but I buy so many of them that I'm just left this one for so long because I've hand spasms. I hate it. This is a total tangent. So when I first started the podcast, I've asked people their fears or phobias. Am I wrong? Are you the one that hates earlobe touching?
Yeah, I don't like when people. No, it's true. I don't like when people touch my ears.
Is that why you wear hats a lot?
No, that's not. That's just because I have too much hair and I don't like to like do stuff with it. I just put a head on.
Can I touch your earlobe,
No,
please?
absolutely not.
Please, you said you would if you came on the podcast. You said this like
When?
4 or 5. And when I started the podcast, I said I'm gonna have people on and fears, and then you said I have the earlobe thing, and Robert said he has this nail flicking.
You doing it won't. It's like if like just someone randomly comes
Can
up
I-
and does it. It's
Can
more
I
of a
breathe on
fear.
your earlobe?
That's not the fear. The fear is someone cupping my ears and like breaking my eardrums.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Right?
So actually, when I was really little, someone threw a water balloon and it like hit me in the ear and popped my eardrum really bad. And then I had like tubes as a kid.
Oh shit!
I had all these problems in my
You
ears.
had tubes.
Yeah.
Fuck. From an. Can I just put my hands around your ear like this and just hold them and try to get you through the fear and like do sort of a like.
You
sort
won't.
of-
First of
some
all,
sort of
you're not the
therapy.
one that's gonna get me through the fear.
I know, but
You could definitely give it a try. I'm not mad at it.
I'm taking these off.
But it's
guys.
not going to be the same. I know you.
No,
and I
we're
know
gonna
you're not going
emulate
to pop
this.
my
I'm gonna do it in a
eardrums.
way that is healing, and you're gonna like get really like. It's gonna let go of something,
Okay.
just like when you did the acid and your childhood came out of your skull.
Okay.
Can you still see me? I'm coming from behind. What cameras are we on? All right.
I'll lift my head up a little bit.
Does it make your face?
Yeah, it's not comfortable. If you did that, we wouldn't be friends. Oh, chill out. Oh.
What are you feeling right now?
I just don't like it when people cut my ears. I don't know.
What does it feel though in your body?
Like that
is
you
your
might
back?
pop my eardrums or something.
But did you get hot? Did you feel like tingly? Did you
I got
feel
nervous.
like your hands get sweaty?
I got nervous for sure.
But where in your body? Because first fear and things actually our bodies tells us first. Where do you think in your body it felt? Like
Probably in my ears.
But like, did your face start getting hot, or did you start getting
Yeah.
like sort of like you're getting flushed or something, or what
Yeah,
do you
I
feel?
definitely felt like I don't like in my body a little bit like tingly.
Like a little surging, like on edge.
Yeah.
Interesting. Oh, in the bathing suit area,
Bathing suit area.
you got real tingly.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why he does like he just gets like so turned on when his earlobes
Yeah.
get touched. It's like too much. He's like, my.
I got a half
Yeah.
chub. We got to do this podcast for another 20 minutes to deal with it. Just so I
What
don't
did they-
stand up.
I saw a fun fact yesterday. No shit. They said if a guy has a erection they want to get rid of for like public whatever, just try to flex any part of your other part of your body, where there's like flexing your like forearms or something. Flex that, and then the blood will rush there. And like apparently within like a minute or two, you should be fine. Or a
Huh.
minute. For small,
Yeah, that's
big penis dudes, you got to flex your whole body, except for the
yeah,
penis,
gotta, like,
and it takes it away from there. All right, you get real flop dick. Okay, that's some advice about flop dicks and your touching. I really wanted to just like lick his ear now. Would it, if a girl has girls try to lick your ear?
that's not a problem.
Like if a girl,
It is like weird. Like I just don't like when people are around my ears.
Yeah.
That I have
oh my
a problem
God.
with.
Yeah. What if she closes her legs and around your head when you're going down on them?
I get weird about that, but that's why I deal with it. Like I make sure shit like that doesn't happen.
But how? But
I'm like they'll.
I know for
try
sure
and
that
I'll-
somebody's ridden your face. But like if they do
You know that for a fact.
Because you told me.
Oh. I don't remember that, but.
You told me somebody we mutually know.
Oh.
And now you got your face. He's like, yeah, I know.
I do know this. Yeah.
Her name's very common. You could figure it out really quickly. But did they like squeeze you did this?
Put my
the whole
hands
time?
up and make sure that it doesn't happen.
Okay.
I've had someone before like grab my face like while we were doing whatever, and I grabbed their arms and like was like, nope,
wow.
we're not doing that.
I feel very honored for holding your ears. Thank you for letting me hold your ears. I even feel a little flushed.
There was only one moment. It's when like you know how your ear's like a cup kind of. It's like when you make that suction. That's when like you ever like rode the bus and they're like plastic seats. I like you put your head on the like the bus seat. You know maybe you're trying to lay down or something. Like that freaks me out. Yeah. Yeah.
That material, that vinyl, like with the warmth of your
it
face,
makes like a suction
that
causes like I get all freaked out about it. Yeah,
that was fun. I had fun. I don't know. It's like the first like a fear thing we've done on here, really, where I've actually like done something to somebody.
Where you went to the? Did you end up going to the aquarium?
We went there. We haven't aired. We might need to go again for Phil. But I even drive by. I'm like, I know it's in there now. I'm just like. And then imagine being there at night.
It's so weird. You're afraid of fish?
There's this Netflix sleeping thing that I try to do, but I stopped doing it because it keeps trying to make me go to this calm aquarium. Calm. And I'm like, fuck that. And it's like, you've done all the other things in this calm thing. Now you got to go to the aquarium. I'm like, It's like beating the beast in this. And like, yeah, so many nightmares of fish.
That's weird, fish. What happened that caused you to hate fish?
Like, that joke is true. Like, a catfish died near me. That was really huge, I think, because I wasn't really afraid of fish till I was 10. And then a catfish died. It was pussing out its face, flopping around, half dead, like getting really bulgy. Yeah, and I didn't think specifically there, but now, I don't know, they're always in my dreams. I think it's rooted to that, because I can't even go to, like, pet stores or like, with the little fish. Like, colorful fish are kind of okay. Kind of.
Are you, like, cool with snakes?
Yeah, I love snakes. I was sad that Wheeler snake died because I had just held him for the first time. I held him and like a week later he died. I was like, fuck, I want a snake.
It's probably your fault.
Probably did. Kill everything I love.
Did you go to Wheeler's last night?
I did. Yeah, you were there later.
Yeah.
You guys were already drunk from the BS show.
Dude, we were fucked up. I had like 5 beers.
Larry was like, he's probably hungover today.
Yeah, I wasn't, but I didn't drink a lot at Wheeler's. But you saw what happened with Homeboy.
Oh, there's a situation that arose. Like, dude, we've been comedy is way more dramatic than people realize sometimes.
Dude, and I'm always like adjacent to the drama.
Were you out there?
Part of it. Yeah.
We'll have William.
Oh no, I wasn't. I wasn't out there, but like Tyler was out there, and me and him drove home, and he told me about it.
I could hear through the door, and I was like, not even that.
They just told him to. They just essentially were like, "Fuck off!" Like you need to stop coming.
There's been this guy that. When the garage first started, he came to the garage, and he started some bullshit with this girl he brought, and then he wasn't really allowed there anymore.
Yeah.
Then we decided, hey, maybe it's cool to bring him back. Let's give him a second chance. He went to therapy and rehab and things. Cool. Then he started trying to be like some sort of emotional guru of like...
Yeah. He started like, we'd do the show and then he'd start like a poetry hour.
Afterwards. Oh, and then he'd kick you off stage.
Which none of us are trying to do.
He'd be like, you talk real feelings. If you even try to make a joke, you're out of here. I'm going to stop your time. This is all about feelings and like getting real. Yeah. And like he had these like trappy and these like conversations, trying to give everybody mushrooms. And like, I'm like, if anybody's going to start a cult, it's you. And then his girlfriend's come and she's really cool.
She's cool. Yeah, probably.
Oh, not that one, not Alex G.
Oh no, Alex G is what
I think we were talking about Alex G. Yeah, so this, so he comes back yesterday. He's been trying to rearrange shit at William's house, and William's like, I don't know you like that, bro. And he even told me if the line gets drawn, like if it gets passed, I'm done.
Well, then the line literally got drawn.
We're sitting there, and like if you can imagine, like we're all here, and the stage is here. And somebody mentions it. Willie hadn't noticed. You mentioned it. He said something about, oh, we've all been here for so long, and dude shows up and starts tagging.
Drawing. He drew his name on Wheeler's garage.
He
like,
tagged
on the
his
wall.
like garage. The garage
with,
wall
like,
was like
Sharpie marker.
And there was somewhere else that he tagged something. Wheeler's like, "Don't deface my property. Like, don't fuck with my shit."
So Wheeler was done with it and was like, "You." Can't
and William's so nice, but like he, his military side can get real like out there. Like he can bring it up and be like, "Fuck you, you're out of line." Like, and I was proud of him for saying that because this boy got real out of line. That happened that you guys talked on the BS show. We were in that lockdown outside when there's.
Yeah, that was wild.
We're doing comedy. Tyler's on stage, and all of a sudden, I thought Roy was joking. He's like, "Hey, everybody's got to leave. There's a shootout next door or something." We're like, "What? What?" And then you were involved because you almost went into the place.
I almost went in. Some lady so we were out there, and the lady comes over, and me, Ian Ty Jamerson, and Angel Lopez were out there, and she grabs me, and she's like, "There's someone robbing us. Someone's robbing us." And I was like, "Oh shit!" So me and Ian start walking that way, and then Angel was like, "Are y'all stupid? Like, what are you gonna do?" And we both were like, "Oh, right. Like, we're not gonna do anything, of course." And luckily, we didn't go over there because the dude had a gun, and probably would have killed us. And the cops showed up, and then they locked the doors and came in and told everyone to like go into the bar room instead of the performance space.
Get drunk.
Yeah, and I think that's what happened. No, but yeah, and then they kept us in there for like an hour probably.
Yeah, about an hour.
They locked the doors and wouldn't let anyone out.
Nobody could go in. They're like, if you want to go out and leave, that's on your own, whatever. But we have been advised to stay locked down. Like,
and then in the middle of it, some girl was like, "Does anybody have a charger?"
Oh yeah, she's like, "I'm traveling."
Yeah, we were like, "Yeah, let me go to my car and grab a charger real quick
it's like,
for you."
He's just like chilling with the charger in here, especially like the guys who have the iPhone.
And then Will left with her that night, I think.
He tried and he got cock blocked.
Will, that motherfucker fucks like no one I've ever met in my life.
It is wild.
He's like such an awkward dude. Like he's not like you would never expect it, but dude, he walks away.
Has this weird charisma to the ladies. They always find him at the gay bar and then take him home.
And he hangs out with all those actors that he
acts with. Actors. He bangs the actors. We'll have him on here after.
Yeah.
He was gonna come on.
You should tell him to bring his black book and just go through it.
He literally still has one.
He writes down. Well,
I think I know. I think I know how many partners he's had too, which is like.
And it's like in the hundreds.
Didn't he say he wanted to get to 69 and then just kept going?
Yeah. He's like 69.
Oh, fun times. Oh, sex stories. I relived this real quick. Fun sex story. I relived a sex story with a friend that we had sex when we were like 17, and I was at a friend's house. It was a party, and I knew the grandparents, but they had a Beanie Baby room.
Oh, you talked about this on stage in front of him, actually.
Yeah. I had forgotten about this story, and we were both very fighting about who was going to be on top. I don't know. But there's the only time I got to do, like, the clear the desk off, like, move, but it was all Beanie Babies because the bed was just covered in, like, probably 200 Beanie Babies or something. So many Beanie Babies. So we did that, and that was probably like thousands of dollars, more expensive than a laptop. I'm boss.
Probably the first time sex has been had in that house in quite a while, up until that point.
Probably.
Yeah. You don't have a bunch of Beanie Babies.
Oh, man.
Fuck.
Oh, man, I feel like it's been... Okay, so we can wrap up here in a second. I don't know. I just talked like a friend with you. Do you feel like you need to get anything off your chest? Feel like you need to make any admissions of guilt or murder or any Me Too incidents you want to get off your chest?
Not me.
I'm just kidding. I know you're. Yeah, all of this. I want to know about them first, and then I want this episode to be the reason you're canceled in 20 years. No, 10 years. In 10 years, I'm gonna put that on you.
I don't think I've done anything crazy like that I can remember.
You are so passive. Like, he's just a good energy chill kid around us all the time. We love Caleb so much. He's like a brother. Okay, so where can people find you? We'll have links on here.
Oh, yeah. Hit me up on Facebook. I still have a Facebook. It's Caleb Mulkey on Facebook. Mulkey _97 on Instagram.
Do you spell Mulkey with an E and Y at the end?
So that one, on my Instagram, it's...
He has his name spelled wrong on one, right?
Yeah, on my Instagram, it's Mulky. But my name has an E in it. But on Instagram, it's Mulky _97. I need to change it.
Yes, put comedy in there. Do something.
Yeah, I probably should do just Mulkey comedy or something. But
Yeah, Caleb.
until then, it's Mulkey 97. Maybe I'll change it to Mulkey Comedy tonight.
Do you want to go by
That's
Mulkey?
what it'll be.
Do it tonight, guys.
I'm pretty sure it's like me and my family. So if you add anyone else with Mulkey in the name, I'm one click away. Because we're the only Mulkeys in the fucking...
One quick way to get Mulkey and Milky.
My PS4 is Husky Shady. If you want to add me on there.
If you want to play some Call of Duty with him, I don't know.
I used to be my rap name because I like Slim Shady a lot, and I'm a tubby kid, so it's Husky Shady.
Husky Shady. There's a lot of syllables.
Like that polar bear guy that's going to be at.
Oh yeah,
what
tonight.
What the fuck's up with that?
Sorry, what? The polar
His name
bear?
is. He's like famous on TikTok.
He
so
dresses up
his
like
name
that?
is no.
Oh.
Is
He's
he,
just a chubby white kid.
But is it like polar bear gayness or just
I
he
don't
calls
know.
himself?
Oh,
I don't know
right.
him,
Is he
so
a
I don't know.
bear?
That's exactly. Is he a bear? Is he a cub?
He might be.
He might be a cub. He might be a, what do they call polar
Well,
bear? Cub?
you would be a cub.
Yeah.
Yeah.
would be the
Oh.
Someone told me that
I'm the bear.
Someone told me one time that I'm an
No,
otter.
he would be the bear. I'm not the bear.
Someone told me that I'd be an otter.
You're
Oh yeah, I've heard otter.
Yeah.
I didn't know that
I've
was
heard
a
otter,
thing.
but
It's like
what
a
is it?
small, hairy person.
You're so cute.
Yeah, like a little.
Yeah.
It's so cute.
The gay community has such
Come up with
weird
clever,
things,
yeah.
clever little things. They say like
I wonder
just
what I would
demean
be.
stuff.
You would be not invited.
Yeah, you're not invited. You
There's
don't
like
have a penis.
there's like the lesbian side where there's like the chapstick. There's like
Oh,
the
lipstick.
lipstick.
lesbian.
There's a chapstick lesbian though. I'm more of a
There's
chapstick
lipstick.
lesbian where you kind of can dress up, but you like be more chill. But then lipstick lesbian is different.
I've never
and
heard
then,
chapstick
Yeah, it's
lesbian.
like
I've never heard chapstick.
can go like femme or like a little more, but it's kind of like just in the middle.
See, I like those labels a lot better than these.
Chapstick. Ours are all like cosmetics, and yours are all animals.
Yeah.
Got the mascara lesbian.
You got the dyke lesbian.
Put your thumb in the dyke.
Some of them
so
don't
it
like to be
doesn't
called that.
Yeah, or butch. I don't think.
Butch,
is
no,
what-
butch is more
butch okay?
acceptable than dyke. I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think butch is
I think
like the
dyke is too
proper
close
word.
to kike.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Makes sense.
It's a harsh word, just like there's some words that are just harsh, like double G words. Not even like even if you didn't know the F word with double G or the N word with the double G, they just sound ugly. Double G words in the middle of words, like the F word,
Like the one that
the
rhymes
one that's
with
not
maggot.
fuck, the one that rhymes with maggot. I'll say
Oh,
faggot. It's a bad
referring
word.
to
but
homosexuals.
Even if you don't know
But
what it
there's some
is,
gay
it just
people out there
feels
that
ugly.
like to be called that.
But it feels ugly in my mouth.
Yeah, I think
it's true.
by
Queer,
other gay people.
queer
Yeah,
was bad for a while, I guess. Like queer, we won that back or something.
No, not
Yeah,
for a
queer-
while, saying
yeah,
somebody
like
was
queers
queer,
and
like
queers.
it was an
queer
insult.
was just gay.
Or like
But
smear
it was
the
like
queer.
kind of an insult for a minute. It
Why
was
they
like
do queer eye for the straight guy?
that was
tell
around
that.
the era it started to come back. Like that
Yeah,
was
I
that
think that's
we
what
took
brought
back.
it back.
Yeah.
You guys, gay people can never make a decision.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's all like
Oh,
contradicting.
even Sarah says that. Even Sarah's like, we just can't make decisions. It doesn't sound good, then we
makes
change it.
Yeah. Just tweak it.
Yeah.
Just keep tweaking. Oh man.
I'll stick with honky.
Honky.
That's what.
Oh, I also heard that there's different terms
Or
for white
cracker.
people too, because
Cool
in
with both of
Kansas
those.
they said it wasn't honky. There's redneck, there's honky, there's hillbilly, and then
Cracker.
cracker, and then
Cracker, I think, is overarching. Hillbilly is like Appalachian white people.
Yeah, there's different
Redneck
regions.
is like southern, like farmers and stuff are tend to be rednecks.
I think
And
Kansas.
then
wanted
hillbilly is
honky.
like if you're Appalachian, you grew up in the mountains type of white person.
you're blue.
Yeah, because
You be blue.
like I grew up like a redneck,
hmm
and then but like hillbilly was like you don't call us hillbilly because we're not hillbillies.
Right, because you
You
gotta
grew
live
up
on the hill
rednecks.
for the
Yeah.
billies. The Billy
And
Hill.
he has red hair, redneck.
Yeah,
He's okay.
Red
This is a
beard.
fight before we go. Red beard. He says his hair is not red, but to me,
it's not
Okay,
even close.
Oh,
to
okay.
red.
so
but
is
to
red.
my
My
natural hair,
this hair is not red. My beard's red.
I
My
get
head
it.
You're
is-
still considered a redhead. If
'Cause
you
you
have
have
blonde
red
hair, do you
hair.
have blonde hair up there?
It's like dirty blonde.
Yeah, so you're a redhead.
I
That's
had
like-
red hair
that's
growing
like
up.
me.
Blondes are actually redheads. Did you know that?
interesting.
My sister has red
So is
hair.
strawberry.
Mm-hmm.
My
One of them.
your head hair still has flecks of red hair. Like my hair is naturally a lot lighter and has red tones in it, but yours has the same, but
Well,
it's
it's
like
like
lighter
purple
redder.
now.
Well, now it's like a reddish. Who knows? I put too
Yeah.
many weird colors on it. That's nothing. It's like black with shit, but naturally has red. But I wouldn't say I'm a
Thought
redhead.
about like
I get
bleaching
it.
my hair and getting cornrows one time.
Do it.
And I
Like
still think
James
I might do it
Franco
just for the
and,
fuck of it.
You gotta do something crazy once in a while. I want to get a perm.
Yeah.
I
But
gotta
apparently
do something.
cornrows aren't cool.
Dude, you
to
would
get.
look like, if you got cornrows in your head, you look like Kenny Powers the second season.
Fuck it.
I kind of just see what happens if he does this.
Oh, Eastbound and Down
It'd
second
only
season.
be-
Have you seen it?
Yes, it's so good.
Yeah,
And he was
yeah,
up
yeah.
You
in-
got the cornrows.
Yeah.
And then James Franco in that one movie, Spring Breakers.
Yeah.
You'd be him, but with bleach. Do it. I'll do it for you. Let Arnold do it. He does his hair. All right.
I thought that'd be a more powerful burp. It'd be more
That was
better
like a-
on air, but it was pretty
Yeah,
pussy
that was an
burp.
otter burp.
God damn it. I did this to myself.
Oh, that was a
That
wet
was
one.
wet.
I didn't let it go down. that was a baby.
Well,
I
you
can
think
do
this
it.
is
All right.
Sidewinders?
We're done. Huh? I don't
Are you going
know.
to Sidewinders?
Probably not. I have so much to do, and I have to give him my keys tomorrow at 9 a.m.
Because they close at 11, so I'll probably head over there, see what's happening.
I have to head out somewhere, maybe to my cousin's. I might just go home. Cool. We'll see. I'll figure it out. I might go to Sidewinders, just do a last set before the tomorrow show.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
All right. Well, yeah. You guys are watching the feature. Thank you so much. Yeah, I appreciate you being here, man.
Oh, yeah.
Just a conversation. We did it.
Oh, well.
It's my left hand. I can't do it. Thanks for letting me touch your ears.
No problem.
Thank you, Larry and Patty, especially because we've just done 2 podcasts in a row. So, yeah. Like, subscribe, watch, share, all that. Every Wednesday, 6 p.m. live, usually. Caleb Mulkey here. Carla V. carlavasquezcomedy.com. Have a good night.